All right, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming and Tech Reviews. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to talk about literally the only reason that I can think to buy a 5090 over a 9070 XT. But first, I want to get your guys' answers to that, and I want to see if I want to see if we can actually freaking hear myself. How come it's not playing on my phone for me? Like, what the freak? That's crazy. Okay, we have sound, so I can turn that off. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be live for a little while tonight. I've decided that we're gonna just start doing live streaming more frequently on the channel for a while. As you guys know, yesterday I made a video, or we did a live stream talking about the like the low viewership on YouTube right now for many of your favorite creators. It seems to be that we are all kind of slightly suffering from an algorithm change, or maybe like an AI influx of a bunch of videos or something. I don't know. My recent Switch video for Star Wars is actually doing pretty good. It went up and then boom, dropped right off. And I'm like, what the freak? It got to 2,000 views and then it just quit. So I'm like, what the freak is going on with you, Mr. YouTube? Because that was a pretty good video. I feel like I did a pretty decent job at constructing that, at putting together, being, like talking about it, gained over 20 subscribers on that video, good watch time on that video. Yeah, it was a good video. And I feel like I did a very good job on that. And so when I look at that, and I look at the viewership, and I look at just how fast it goes up and then boom, drops right off, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, the video was doing good. And so it's crazy, and it does get depressing. It does get pretty it really does. Like, it really has this effect on your psyche. It makes you feel like you have to work harder, and you have to do more, or you have to spend more money, or you got to buy something to review. And it gets annoying, guys. Like, it really does get annoying because, I don't ever watch NFL. So it always just kind of has this effect on you. It's always playing with your mind. So, come on, camera. Every time I put my hand up, are you really going to do that? It's one of those things where, like, it really starts to mess with your head. It really does. And you just want to be able to, I just want to be stable. Like, I don't care about like massive growth, like shooting off like really quick, or like videos going viral all the time. I just want to be able to make the content that I want to make and put it out and still be consistent. You know what I mean? Like, I just want consistency. I just want consistent growth with consistent, average views and stuff like that. I don't really care to get big on YouTube. I just want to be, I don't know, man. I just want to help my friends. I look at you guys as my friends. I just want to help you guys make the right decisions. And so that's what brings me to today's live stream. Is we're going to talk about the one reason that I think is the only reason that you should buy a 5090 over a 9070 XT, or any GPU for that matter, because it is multifaceted. It is multifaceted, and some of you are not going to like the answer to this. Some of you are going to be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. At the end of the day, you're right. So the only reason to buy a 5090 over a 9070 XT or any other GPU, should I make you guys wait longer? Is simply bragging rights. To be completely honest, it's simply bragging rights. You get, instead of getting 30 frames a second at 4K on Unreal Engine 5 games, you get drops to 40 on a 5090. So you get to brag about your extra 10 frames a second at the end of the day, because we all know that everybody that uses 5090 is a purist, and they don't use the features, and they don't care for MFG, 4X, or any of that stuff. They're purists. So you get your extra 15 frames a second at 4K. And so you get to brag about that. And that's literally the only reason. Flight sim or big rig sim, possibly regular gaming. Hell no, not worth. So at the end of the day, that is the biggest thing is bragging rights. And that, dude, I thought about this all day while I was at work. I was like, how am I going to entertain these people tonight, for like 4 hours or whatever? And I think this is a good discussion, man. Like, I really do, because at the end of the day, look, if you've got the money and you've got, and you just simply want the best for bragging rights, cool, get a 5090. I love my 5090. Okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I love that card. It is it's an absolute monster. It plays everything I want it to play. I mean, even though you got Alex Battaglia out there, talking about the stutter struggles of Chronos, I'm playing Chronos, guys, on my 9070 XT and on my 5090, and it's a good experience. It's not bad. Like, you do get the stutters, but like, can anybody name one game that you don't have stutters or something? There's always something. As gamers, if we look hard enough, there's something that we can find to complain about everything. I'm legit playing freaking Star Wars on a Switch 2. Look, where's my A button? Star Wars. Is it not working with that button? Is it this button? Which button is it? Oh, I see. Oh, come on, you little moron. Oh. Maybe if I like turn it around. Oh, okay, that's right. I'm legit playing Star Wars Outlaws. Come on, man. Freaking Nintendo. Star Wars Outlaws on a freaking switcheroo number 2 on an OLED display. Dude, it looks incredible. It's so playable, man. Like, you can fully enjoy the experience on a Switch 2. Like, if I can play games on a Switch 2 while having a 5090, the only reason to have a 5090 is bragging rights, period. Bragging rights, because let's face it, I started playing Chronos New Dawn on the 5090. Obviously, we were getting the frame time spikes. I showed you guys the video. I don't hide anything from you. Getting the frame time spikes. I turn on MFG 4X and boom, it goes away. Cool. I don't give a crap. It's smooth. It feels good. I'm not getting intrusive stutters. Whatever. Turn on frame generation. You don't want to have an issue? Turn it on. But see, that's the crux of the problem, though, is if you're getting stutters on a 5090, if you are stuttering on a 5090, what card's going to be good enough for you? If a 5090 can't cut it and start stuttering in a game, what GPU is going to be good enough for you? Every single GPU on the planet right now, today, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. There's going to be a compromise, no matter what you do. And so going back as low as a 5050, I was able to enjoy my experience playing games at 1080p on a 5050. If there's a will, there's a way. So when I look at gaming and when I look at GPUs, bro, and like I said, a lot of people aren't going to like this. They're not going to like this. Gaming has essentially always been broken. Okay. It's always been broken, but we've always gotten these new products and we always cope, because that's what we do. We cope. We buy the best we can get, and then we cope. If we can't, if everybody could go out and buy a 5090, I'm pretty sure everybody would go buy a 5090. It's the most powerful GPU on the market right now today. If you had the money, you would buy one. And don't say you wouldn't, because you would. If you had FU money and you could just do it, I think a lot of people would. And they would be fine with that. Yeah, most of everybody would be worried about the whole, like, oh my gosh, is my plug going to burn? That's a real fear. It really is, dude. I still to this day have anxiety about the plug. Okay. I actually have less anxiety about plugging the 4090 back in than I do the 5090. That's crazy. And so, but I do think that people blew that way out of proportion too. I'm not saying that it won't happen, and I'm not saying that it couldn't happen to me, because by golly, it could. But I'm just saying that I think that those kind of things, they get blown so far out of proportion that you really do have to stop and think, man, that like it's almost like everything that comes out, we're all at the mercy of somebody out there trying to influence us that it's going to be bad or that it's going to be way better than it actually is. You know what I mean? Like, we as consumers have to deal with that consistent influence and marketing and everything that goes along. So in our heads, we get this in our heads that, like, especially if we have money, especially if you're somebody that has money and you can afford to get the nicer, the better things, your thing is like, I just want the best. Like, I just want the no compromise experience. And that is really the only reason that I think people would go out of their way to buy a 5090. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they just put this in their head that, like, look, I'm getting the best. and that's why like when you see the 5090 bros and they're talking down to you, it's because they just don't understand that, like, everybody can game. Like, you can legit have a good gaming experience on a 5050, on a 9068 gigabyte. You could play them. Like, you can make those work. You can make those experiences work and still deliver. I believe in you. I trust you. I believe in you. So when I look at, you know, it started off with a comment today. Somebody said that they were unsubscribing from my channel because I bought a 5090. And I thought, well, that seems freaking pretty dumb, man. Like, you're gonna stop watching me, or you're gonna stop supporting me because I have the ability or I have the resources to do something, and therefore you're mad at me now because I did that. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I still can game on my 9070 XT. Like, we're on the 9070 XT right now. Like, I didn't even turn the 5090 on yesterday. I just, you know, I like it. I like it and I have fun using it. But at the same time, like, it's not the end all be all. Like, I can still enjoy gaming on a Switch too. I don't ever watch NFL, bro. Thank you, Leonardo. Well, let me say hello to everybody. What's up, Onyx, Leonardo, Bobby? Dang it, Bobby. What's up, Jesse? Big John, how you doing, brother? Does it hit 240p on Outlaws? No, dude, it looks pretty good, John. I'm actually uploading a video right now. Oh, it's already ready. If you want to watch this and then come back, I'm going to be live streaming for a few hours tonight. So Outlaws, Star Wars 2 running on the Switch. 2, I forgot to say the stuff out loud though, but I checked this out on my OLED, and I filmed the screen so that you guys could see that. Gosh damn! So it's not running at 240p. It's running it, like, I would say, like, if I had to guess, I would say maybe 720p ish, and then being upscaled, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. But that is pretty freaking impressive for Switch 2 to even be able to run this game, dude. Like, this game legit brings a 4090 to its knees when you turn on all the feature. It brings a 5090 to its knees when you turn on all the features. Like, it's a heavy game with all that ray tracing and stuff. No, I'm not returning the 5090. I just decided we're going to do more live streams. We're going to do more live streams. I'm going to get the sign back out. I'm going to say negative things about Nvidia for money, or negative things about Xbox for money, or something. Like, one of the things, you know, whatever you guys tell me to do, I'll do it. Like, if you guys want me to, like, say mean and hurtful things about stuff, I'll just do it. And you just give me money. I'm joking, dude. Okay, I think the game developer is not the hardware. You know, Bobby, I honestly think that if you run Unreal Engine 5 at max settings, that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Like, it really is a next gen engine. If you run it at low settings, medium settings, it actually runs better. Like, seriously, I can run most of the freaking 1080, or I can run most of the games on an 8 gigabyte GPU. Hey, Vero, what's up, buddy? Young man, old soul. What's up, my friend? I would buy if I had the money. It was absolutely. I'll read you guys' comments in just a few minutes as soon as we're done. What's up, Silverbeard Gaming? Going home to download Hell Is Us right now. Hell yeah, Kyle, dude, you're gonna freaking love it. I love Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us is a banger. Hell Is Us, Metal Eden, Chronos, and gosh, Metal Gear Solid. All great games. I'm struggling a little bit with the Lost Soul aside. Kind of wishing I didn't waste $60 on that game, to be completely honest with you guys. I kind of wish I didn't waste the money on that. But look, guys, the 9070 XT in comparison to a 5090, and this is just from like playing Chronos, you know, like switching on like ultimate settings or whatever, or most games, you know, like you only get like, only really get like 20 to 30 frames more. Like I would say max settings without without freaking upscaling and stuff. Like the 5090 can consistently hit 60 FPS a little bit better than most other stuff. The 4090 is about 45 frames. And then the 9070 XT and 5070 Ti are about 30 to 35 frames. So at the end of the day, when you look at that, dude, it's like legitimately like 30 frames. Okay. Like 30 frames max Rasta power. Okay. Like 30, like it's double. So if your 9070 XT is getting like 30, 35, that means your 5090 is getting about 70-ish, 60 to 70 frames. Okay. So if that's already your starting point, as soon as you get to a certain level of upscaling, FSR4, DLSS4, as soon as you get to a level of upscaling that puts you over that 60 frames threshold, or put you above that to where it feels good enough, and then you flip on frame generation, it closes the gap. Like the 5090 blows the doors off of everything at like 200 to 300 plus frames with a MFG 4X. But when you're looking at things, when you're looking at games these days, and this is me, dude, I'm a gamer. I like to play video games. I turn on and use the features, and it makes the experience better, and I can play it, and it feels good. So I'm like, okay, like I'm enjoying this. Life is too short to sit and complain about stuff that makes your experience better. To be completely honest with you guys, it's incredible. It's incredible. Will Follow the Light says the 9070 XT is the trusty Honda Civic, solid, dependable, gets the job done. But once you've had a taste of a 5090, it's like slipping behind the wheel of a Ferrari, the speed and smoothness, but it's scary. It is scary to drive a Ferrari, okay, my friend? That's that one dude that crashed the McLaren, bro. What an idiot, dude, driving in a freaking rain in a McLaren. What a moron, dude. Morales, bro, I can't wait for American Truck Sim, dude. They're bringing out like actual freaking like Ford trucks and stuff like that you'll be able to drive on all the roads. I can't wait for that, dude. I'm so excited about that. Yeah, 5070 can do 4K. 5070 can do 4K easy. Dude, 5060 Ti can do 4K. 9060 XT can do 4K. That's the thing. It's like these new features. I made a video a while back. I was like, dude, like you can legit play 4K. That's why I highly recommend a dual mode monitor. Dude, you get a 9060 XT in a dual mode. Dude, you could play 4K on the games that are easy, like Call of Duties or freaking Battlefields or something like that. You can legit play 4K. And then on the games that you can't, like your Unreal Engine 5 games, bro, you can play them at 1080p and it still looks incredible. 9070 XT runs very well with a 5700X 3D, keeps it nice. Hell yeah. Every high-end product is niche. Yeah, exactly. They're all niche. Actually, pretty much everything above 60 class cards are pretty niche. To be completely honest with you, this is my honest opinion. Take it or leave it. If you don't like it, whatever, you know, you can be mad. You can be as proud as you want about the GPU you buy. But 60 class GPUs is pretty much all you really need to enjoy games, especially if you have 16 gigabytes. If you have 16 gigs of VRAM, you can get by. I would recommend like a better CPU, to be completely honest with you. That's my thing. Like you just hear you hear like Silverbeard right here. He's still using a 5700X 3D. That's an 8-core CPU, 16 threads. he's able to get 9070 XT. Yeah, that's a good build. That's pretty optimized. Would it be better if he had like a 9800X 3D and AM5? Probably. I think the 1% lows would probably be a little bit better, but dude, if he's happy, if he's getting the job done, that's all that matters. Those X3D chips are actually really good for gaming, but I've never used an Intel CPU, so I don't know. That's a lie. I mean, when I was going to school, my laptops and stuff had Intel. Just watching says I went 4090 to 5090. 5090 is the first card where I play VR and I'm not yearning for more performance. It's really a dream card for VR. You know, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to try to set the freaking PSVR 2 up on the 5090 later. Maybe this weekend, because I got all my sim racing games downloaded on the 5090 build now. So I'm going to download that. I'm going to set that up on here too and see if I can get it to work with like some Assetto Corsa or some Le Mans or something like that. I'm going to see if I can get that thing going just so I can check it out, because I do want to see that. And if the 5090 can like really push that freaking PSVR 2 OLED screen, dude, oh, it's going to look so good. Was made for the new features. They are made for the new features, and they do run them. When you actually see, the thing is like when you actually use the features on the new cards, they run super smooth and they're very good. If you don't use them and then you're sitting there complaining about all your games being trash, dude, I haven't played one game that's trash since this generation, bro. Like everything's been able to work. I've been able to get everything to work. It's because the CPU, not GPU related. Well, yeah, I mean, when I was playing Chronos, man, I was only getting stuttering, and once I turn on frame generation, it goes away. Like I don't have a problem using. Toasty Bros did a video where they did a blind test. I saw that. I actually did watch that. Even I did a test like that with myself though, and on the 3440 by 1440p between the 9070 XT and the 9060 XT, and I legit had the same experience, bro. Like it was legitimate the same experience with frame gen on the 9060 XT. Yeah, I don't think you would notice a lot on if you. I am excited for Dying Light the Beast. I am. I'm trying to get a review key for it because I'm poor now. I just want you guys to know that buying that 5090 really was like, yeah, like that was a little tough to do, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I try to keep my video cards down around $1,000 because I can pay that and not feel like, oh my gosh, you know, buying this card, it's like that's like 2 weeks of freaking of wages, bro. That's like 2 weeks, and that's a little weird, man. Most people are like 1 week away from not being able to do anything. Yeah, it just goes to show that yeah, exactly. I think that people legitimately look. See, I don't know if it's like people are out there actively looking for people to convince them not to buy things or to convince them to buy things. I just know that in this day and age, it feels like people just want to be influenced. They just want to be influenced. They just want somebody to make them feel it's okay or tell them to do something. Hi, Sugar.
Hi.
You brought me some teriyaki chickens?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm doing live streaming again. You got to watch me eat.
Well, I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, I stream. Frame gen on my 4070 is 5 times better than a year ago. I'm happy with it at 1440p 60 or above. Long time. You know, honestly, Pella, here's the thing, guys. With the 40 series cards and the 79, the 7000 series cards from AMD, the frame generation, you have to be at like 60 frames a second. Like you have to be at least that minimum threshold. Actually, 70 kind of felt better for me, but you kind of have to have that higher frame rate because you're the AI, the For some reason, the AI in the new cards runs the frame generation even better, even at lower. Like you can like go to 40 FPS and still get a playable experience. Whereas with the older cards, you wanted to be about 60, 70 for it to feel pretty good. That's why I didn't use it a lot back then. This is Teriyaki's chicken. You really did have to be about 60 to 70 frames. And Transformer model does kind of help that along with the 40 series card. Like I know it kind of does with the 4090, but you still want to have a decent enough frame rate for it to feel good on the 40 series cards, at least 60. But these newer cards, you can get away with like 40 FPS. It's perfectly happy with the 5070. Oh yeah, man, the 5070. I'm not really negative against the 5070 as long as you're going to stay at 1440p. I think you'll be all right. You are going to have to adjust your settings a little bit on some of these games, but that's not a bad thing. You don't necessarily need. Oh yeah, dude, didn't that new Indiana Jones come out? That new RTX hair? Yeah, dude, your GPU is gonna fry. It's gonna start smoking, bro. Huh. Huh. It's crazy, man. It's now we got RTX hair. Pretty soon we're gonna have RTX eyelashes. RTX freaking huh. Yeah, no, everybody hit that like button, man. The more you guys hit the like button, the faster other people will show up. 5280. What is up, brother? It has been a while since I've seen that name pop up. How you doing, man? Thank you for the generous donation. Just bought a 5090. And, oh, dude. Did you get this one here, the 4K 1080p? This 240, that's what I got, is the LG 240 hertz 1080p monitor. Absolutely incredible, man. I freaking love it. I love my monitor, man. This LG, I also got the ultra wide. I got the 3440 by 1440p LG ultra wide. Absolutely incredible monitors, man. Premium. I got a fire extinguisher, bro. Come on, Dave. Why are you busting my balls, Dave? I got a fire extinguisher, bro. I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good, man. I decided to resurrect the old live streaming. You know what? I kind of do need to get back. I kind of do need to live stream again. I've just been so consumed with putting out videos and like doing other stuff other than trying to do all this, but i5 14600K and a Z90 Mobo RTX 5070. Yeah, dude, I should be fine. I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people are like down on Intel right now. That's all you got to know, bro. That's all you got to know about other content creators, bro. It's their bandwagon, bro. They're just bandwagon, dude. They're like, oh my gosh, AMD's the best now. So now they're all AMD bros, really? They shill Intel for so long, and now all of a sudden they're AMD bros because what? You get 5 more frames. I'm pretty sure you could legit buy a 14700K, 13700K, and still play games at very high frame rates. I was just on a podcast the other day with Silicon Steak, and he's an Intel guy, man. He's got an Intel base. And now we were talking, man, like after the live stream, and we were like chatting back and forth, and like he's happy with it, man. And it's like I think most people would be. When you use something in seclusion, you don't know. You don't know. I can legit play video games on a 50-50 and be happy. So I'm pretty sure I could buy an Intel CPU and find a way to be happy playing games. Yeah, they do consume a lot of power. I did hear that. Were they the best for gaming though? Like truly the best? Like there was no AMD product that would give you a good gaming experience? That's just the thing, dude. Like I've spent a lot of money on PC stuff now. And the few things that have actually blown my freaking mind on PC gaming, that 7900 XT when I bought it, absolutely blew my freaking socks off. 5090, absolutely blew my socks off. 9070 XT, blew my socks off. MFG 4X, blew my socks off. Like, very few things have actually like blown me away on PC gaming. Most of the other stuff just feels redundant. Can I just get an extra large freaking fire extinguisher? What's the difference between... Not a massive difference, Will. Buying a 9800X 3D over a 7800X 3D is like buying a 5090 over a 9070 XT. What is up, TV Tech, Epic Tech VR? How you doing, brother? That's a name I ain't seen in a while, too. Ovi Maelstrom. What is up, brother? Thank you for the donation. Sell the 4090 and the 5090 Froggy. Keep on tested mid-range GPUs. Soon the Super Series is out. You know, or Ovi, I'm gonna keep them. Simply because I want to be able to have that perspective. They're not bad things to have, but I'm not necessarily over my honeymoon phase with the 5090, but I do need to. You just got done streaming a live a PC build? Nice, bro. Nice. What'd you build? Still just love playing on the PS5 Pro. Oh, yeah, dude. PS5, yeah, Pellet. That's the thing, man. We have it so good in gaming right now. We have it so good, but everybody just wants to try to find everything they can to nitpick everything. What the for the 5090 or for the motherboards? Oh, you built your first PC? Got to cater to those Fortnite. Oh yeah. Roblox is on its way out, bro. Parents no longer trust Roblox. A Ryzen 5 3600 1660 Super, going to try to flip it for 600. I think 600 might be a little steep, but you might be able to do it. You might be able to do that. Junior! Gotta have him fill up my AMD water bottle. I am eating teriyaki chickens. My wife made it. With chicken thighs so I can get that fat, because I'm still a carnivore, man. That's all I freaking eat is meat. But every now and then, like the sauce, or every once in a while I'll have a freaking donut. You know, like I'm not strict carnivore, but like carnivore is 90% of my diet or more. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you about the 5090 being overpriced. Did you get 10-bit? Did it work? Switching it to 60 or buying the new cable? I'm telling you, Ren, if you switch to 60 FPS and you got 10-bit, you need a new cable. You need a new cable. Silkland on Amazon, absolutely incredible. I'm using, oh, you're using DisplayPort? Yeah, so you need a new cable. You need an HDMI 2.1 cable, a good one. If you're running Nvidia, that's the problem. You just need, Nvidia is very, very picky with their handshake when it comes to HDMI cables. So if you're not getting 10-bit or you're not getting like your full refresh rate or something like that, usually it is the cable if you're using Nvidia. And AMD is also a cable thing too. But if you're using DisplayPort, Junior, you feel that? Just live streaming. Oh man, I gotta get that water. His display needs to have, yeah. No, it doesn't need to have. I just getting the cable is good. The handshake will still work, even if it is overkill. Even if you've only got like 2.0, you have to have the adequate cable for all of the pass through. So one of the problems I'm going through right now is with my W6800. I only got this dongle, and it will not allow me to do over 4K 60 and have HDR. So I reached out to Silkland to see if they would send me some more cables. Because their cable quality is very good. So I've been using Silkland now for over a year. All of these freaking cables and stuff. These I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but yeah, so I've got this one right here. They sent me, I asked them for this for the ROG Ally. I was like, can you send me a type C to a DisplayPort? Boom, they had it the next day. I was like, dude, that is badass. And then I was like, when I bought my other camera, it has a mini HDMI. So I was like, hey, can you guys send me a mini HDMI to a full size HDMI? Boom, they sent it to me the very next day. I was like, gosh dang, man, that is badass. They got every cable you can need. Silkland, they are on Amazon. Just remember to take the link from one of my videos so that you can help a froggy out. I think it's because the monitor is not native 10-bit. It uses FRC. Huh. What monitor are you running, Ren? No, not all HDMI, not all display ports are created equal either. No, so if you get the here, let me see if I can show you. If you get one of these Pro cards, they come with mini display port. So they look like this. They almost look like those mini HDMIs. And then you plug them into the back. And they're a lot smaller, but then they go into like full size. It's so that you can get 6 displays on this one card. Like I can have 6 displays on one GPU. Very, very cool. This right here, 6800, 32 gigs of VRAM. It's like the little Bebe 5090. It's got the 32 gigs of VRAM, GDDR6. This card is a little bit slower than like a 6800, the gaming model. Not a whole bunch, but I was able to have this card running. I had Oblivion running over 100 frames a second on this GPU using frame generation and FSR3. I was able to play the new echoes of the end on this GPU with that. I reached out to Silkland to see if they'll send me a couple cables, and if they do, I'm going to throw this back in and I'm going to test a whole bunch of these newer games on it as well. You bought the 9070, you bought the tough 9070 OC? Nice, dude, nice. Feel like I should have gotten an LG monitor. Hardware Unbox recommended it. What did Hardware Unbox recommend? Just seen you on keeping the 5090. I'll be upgrading Indiana Jones hair ray tracing here shortly. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm keeping the 5090 because we're gonna just live stream. I just figure I'll just live stream, man. Darth Kermit, what is up, my friend? Man, it's been a while since I've seen you. Froggy's gonna start streaming more often. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna start talking about all the good stuff. Where's my water, dog? Where's my water? Where's my water? You didn't even bring it. See, you're freaking useless. You're freaking useless. No, you're useless. You can't just be cute. No, being cute is not good enough. No. It's over there. It's over there. Oh, that dog. She's a monster. I don't know, man. So Dell makes really good monitors. Oh, you got the AOC. Oh. The AOC. Well, I could have told you that was your problem. I'm just joking. That shit's a couple screws loose, a couple cans short of a six-pack, bro. I wouldn't buy an AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, that thing's a couple cans short of a six-pack. I'm not gonna take it back. I was thinking about it just because I was thinking about taking the 5090 back just because I didn't really fully get to utilize. I only used the 4090. I only utilized the 4090 for like two weeks. AOC is good but cheap. Brand like, yeah, exactly, bro. I don't have a problem with cheap monitors. I've got that Scepter over there, that 1080p, and it looked fine. Oh yeah, dude. I love my LG monitors. I would definitely buy an Asus or an MSI or any of that stuff, but I just really like the aesthetic of these LG monitors, and I really, really like the matte screen on them. I was at Best Buy for a minute looking at these monitors, man, and I just am not a fan of the glossy freaking monitor. I get that it makes your image look a little crisper and a little sharper, but you haven't been at Frogboy X1 Gaming long enough to know that I like my image quality a little bit softer. I am not that big on crispy clinical look, man. I like it at first, but it wears off on me very fast. I went with the Asus OLED 27-inch. Nice. Yeah, Asus makes good monitors, man. I'm an Asus fanboy. Like I am. I like Asus. I know that they're not nice to everybody when they got to do their RMAs, but you know. LG UltraGear 4K 144 OLED. Nice. I bought this one right here, Clint, is the 4K 240 hertz or 1080p 240 or 480 dual mode 4K monitor, and then I have the ultra wide LG as well. KTC is a pretty good brand too. I don't know, man. I reached out to KTC to see if they would send one out for a review, and they ignored me, so I don't know. Do you feel like a super sharp image makes your eyes? I do, actually. I do, man. Like I get a headache. I get a headache when I'm playing super sharp games, guys. I like a softer image, man. Like that's why I love AMD so much. Yeah, dude, I can't stand the glossy reflective screens, man. Like I just can't. Like I've got this light on full blast, and oh, Grim, did I show you this, brother? 6800, 32 gigs of freaking VRAM, bro. Ooh, I'm thinking about it, Morales. I don't know. I need to stop buying stuff for at least the rest of the year, dude. I'm not even going to be able to buy my Fanny Boy, my Fanatec. Now that I bought that 5090, I don't think I can afford to even get my Fanatec this year. You still have not put your 90. Really? You haven't put it in there yet? You need to get that built up quick. It's a very good. I do too, man. This color combo is so nice. That freaking bold ass blue with the gray with that silver. Dude, this card looks so premium, man. This card is beautiful. It's crazy too because you got like 32 gigs of RAM, man. Like you got so much RAM on this card, bro. It's like having a mini 5090. I'm not even joking. I know, huh? Well, I really want that. I really want the DD Extreme. It's 15 Newton meters. I want the DD Extreme. Do I connect over the Ethernet or Wi-Fi? Ethernet. Yeah, dude, I am Ethernet. I don't mess around with Wi-Fi, dude. It's inconsistent. You love the high gloss, Tim R. Huh. Hey man, some people like it, bro. Some people like that really sharp, crisp image. And who am I to tell you what to like, bro? If you love it, honestly, good. I'm just glad we both have options, right? I'm just glad we both have options. You get a game on your PC the way that makes you comfortable and feels great. I get a game on my PC the way that makes me feel great. Win-win, bro. We both get to enjoy what we want to enjoy. Oh, Junior already did bring my water back. 5060? Hell yeah, bro. 5060 is not a bad GPU. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad about it. The Midland. Oh yeah, dude, for real. Well, that new 5K monitor is what 165 or 100. Yeah, I thought it was 165 or something, and then 330. The Radeon Pro W6600, and then the prices jumped up. He what? Oh, he plugged it. Yeah. Dude, these freaking GPUs are badass, bro. If you can ever freaking score one of these, you should try it out, man. This is pretty badass. You got a 50 B580 is a good card. I like that card. Let me know how it feels on that 5600X because all I ever tested it on, Jeff, was my 7800X 3D, and it was a beast. Like it was a good GPU, man. EN910E and Glorious 144. Nice, nice. Yeah, dude. I love high refresh. I think I like high refresh and HDR more than I do resolution. To be completely honest with you, when I'm gaming at 480 on the 1080p, it looks incredible to me. Froggy, you should set up a stream or time when your subscribers are able to post their setups and you rate them. Maybe I don't want to make people feel bad. Dude, I would just tell everybody it's perfect. It's better than mine. I just want to see you guys happy and gaming on the equipment that you feel good about. I don't want to sit here because like I said in the last night's stream, if you're gaming on anything under like 5090s or 9070 XTs or any of that, if you're gaming on like 60 class cards and stuff, shader freaking shimmering and ghosting and all of those things are going to be something that you're going to have to deal with. Who the hell am I to sit here and be like, yeah, I can't stand shimmering on a 5090, bro? Like I got a 5090. I can't stand the shimmering. Like, dude, that's mean, bro. That's cruel. Especially when you got your 5090 for free. You're out here picking on the freaking 60 bros. I don't know. I used to give the 3060 bros a hard time because they used to be mean to me. I looked for a W68 when you got one, and they were all like, "Yeah, dude, they're $1,000 for this GPU, man. $1,000, 1,000 buckaroos is the cheapest you can grab one of these, man." I got this with my 4090. I got the 4090 and this at the same time. That same day, I got both of them. Silk Land. Here, let me put it here. Let me get you a link real quick from Amazon. Because I can get you one of those ones where if you buy it, then I get like 10 cents. So every cent counts. Let's see. And you can look for any cable you need. So I'm gonna get you a link for DisplayPort cable from Silkland. Copy. All right, here you go, my friend. Here is the thing, Butter Smoothland. Yeah, you do get Butter Smoothland. Butter Smoothland on a 5090 is pretty cool. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And the reason why I call it Butter Smoothland is because with MFG 4X, I'm getting like 300 plus frames a second, and it's just incredible. Like, it feels so smooth, bro. Do you still do pay over time? I remember you were talking about that months ago. It just depends on what I get. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Is what I was doing last year, Jeff, is I would buy them. I would use this thing called Catapult, and it's kind of like a rent to own thing. Like, you rent it, but if you pay it off in 90 days, then you don't pay anything. And it's better than going to like Action rent to own or Rent a Center or any of that crap that charges you double for the product. With Catapult, you get to go right into Best Buy and buy or Amazon or Newegg or wherever, and you get to buy exactly what you want, and you get it at that price. And dinner time, Silk Song ran at almost 600 FPS. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Yes, you can. Guys, I invented the word Butter Smoothland for the 5090 bros so they can feel special. Because you got to feel special. When you spend that much for a GPU, you got to feel like you're, somebody said it was like being in heaven, and I was like, no, being in heaven is significantly more better than a 5090. A 5090 is like eating like Reese's Pieces on the beach, bro. Like, it's good, but heaven is way better. I don't think 5090 has enough bandwidth to render heaven, bro. Oh, damn. Deus Ex, bro. Deus Ex looks so good, bro, on like a 9070 XT. Oh, it's so freaking good, man. Butter Smoothland rolls off the tongue easy. Yes, it does. Butter Smoothland. I'm going to Butter Smoothland. No room to talk now. I paid for both of mine. I didn't get them free. 5090 and it's perfect. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I got mine. I got mine paired with I got it with a 7800X 3D. I paired mine with the 70. I bought a 9800X 3D for my AMD build. Can a 5090 run Crysis at about 45 FPS? Yeah. 80, 90, 50 Ti. Then use G Assist to optimize. I've been playing around with the G Assist a little bit. Not a whole lot though. I currently have a 5090 ROG Astro. Go home. I don't want to. Don't rub your Astral in my face. No, I'm just joking. Now you can run Crysis at home. I'm just joking, dude. I haven't tried Crysis. I do have it downloaded though. Or did you and I missed it? What John Doe? Johnny, check the poll. Is it worth paying more than double for the price of a 5090 over 90? No. 71% of you guys said no. What the hell, bro? Can 71% of you actually hit the freaking like button? That'd be awesome. Look, the faster you guys hit the like button, the more YouTube will spread my message and more people will come and show up. So hit that like button really fast. It takes you one whole second. Actually, to hit the like button, you kind of got to like get out of the freaking chat. Like, I know it's annoying. I know. But I will give you a heart. I can't believe. Okay, I can't believe I built my first PC in 2016 and Crisis was a meme back then. Even oh gosh, dude, that is crazy. Well, now everybody's just like, well, can it run Cyberpunk? I'm like, yeah, dude, mostly everything. I could run Cyberpunk on a 5050 with path tracing. But I was using the features. Man. You can't run it with MG4X. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Huh. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that freaking bell notification so you can listen to me complain. I'm joking. I've really tried to avoid complaining a lot this gen, guys. I really have. I did another video of the Star Wars. Let's see if that one does good because Outlaws on that one I did very well, like over 2,000. But then it just showed every dude, even a 5050 is going to be able to run GTA 6, bro. I don't know why you guys are putting so much hype into GTA 6, bro. Trust me, it's going to be. If it's going to run on a console, it's going to run on your GPUs. What is going on here is the question. You know what? We are just hanging out, talking video games and GPUs and everything, man. If you got something you want to talk about, put it in the comments. I'll read your comment. Hopefully it was well optimized. I think it will be. I think it'll be all right. I think it might be a little shaky on PC when it first launches, but I think they'll. I mean, dude, GTA 5 runs like butter smooth, man. Oh gosh, dude. Well, I got a wee bit of bad news for the console bros when it comes to it's gonna look all right, but I mean, it's gonna look like Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's gonna look like Assassin's Creed. I think they're all thinking, yeah, it's gonna be like native 4K, and no, dude, it's gonna be 864p, and it's gonna run at 60 frames a second, but it's gonna have PSSR or FSR4. GTA 6 be on Switch too? I don't know. Maybe like the top-down version. Could you imagine that? They're like, oh yeah, it's GTA 6, but it's like a top-down version like the old ones. No, I think the Switch 2 could, if Xbox Series S can run it, Switch 2 could probably run it. So yeah, it might. John Doe, I think it's gonna run okay, man. I think they'll have the new technologies. I think they'll have DLSS. I think they'll have FrameGen, MFG4X. You'll get a playable experience, bro. You will get a playable experience on whatever GPU you're using on GTA 6. Trust me, dude. Trust me. It's gonna work, man. Dude, Rockstar is good at making games, and they're good. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2. It ran on a PS4. Red Dead, you know what I mean? It'll be fine. Like they will be able to do it. GTA 5 enhanced. Well, ray tracing on PC feels like a completely new game. I agree, dude. I made a video the other day, Kyle. I was like, gosh damn. I really want Cyberpunk 2077 to have a third-person mode, man. I just think walking around Night City in third person would be so incredible. Like the scale of that city, dude, would just feel badass. If Xbox could be upgradable, it would do pretty. Yeah, I think so. Is it worth upgrading from a 4070 Ti Super to a 9070 XT? It's pretty close in power, but I think the 9070 XT is a better GPU. Yeah. I mean, I upgraded from a 7900 XTX to a 9070 XT. It felt like an upgrade. I did leave a lot of VRAM on the table, but it felt like an upgrade. Get it for a couple weeks and see if you like it, and then take it back if you don't, bro. Try it out for a couple of weeks. You can. The reason why I say yes is because you could sell the 4070 Super Ti for probably half of what you bought it for. So yeah, it's worth it. You can get money back from the 4070 Ti Super. On one hand, no, that's not a big enough upgrade. On the other hand, yeah, you can get enough money back to make it worth your while. And it's new tech. New tech. FSR 4 is actually really, really good. Really good. Yeah. Just watching. I've been using just 65-inch TV, but got a 4K 32-inch last week. Spotting medium to long range players in games like Battlefield at this size is interesting. I'm using 32 inches. It takes a little while to get used to, but you can acclimate pretty well. I think you'll acclimate pretty good, bro. I think having a smaller screen, my eye-hand coordination's a little bit better. I mean, you should have seen me try to play Call of Duty on a 65-inch TV, bro. I was straight ass. Now at least I killed 1 or 2 people a match. Before I just would run around and get murdered all the time, so it sucked. Yeah, dude. Gerald, FSR 4 on Hell Is Us is freaking premium, dude. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I jumped on there. I'm in like Jazul or whatever freaking map you're in now. Man, that freaking when you walk in that church, bro, it just looks so immaculate. Oh gosh, dude, I love FSR 4. It looks beautiful. TI Super has DLSS 4. Yeah, you're right. 9070 XT has FSR 4. I don't know, man. They're both good. They're both good, Onyx. Why does everybody try to hold people back, bro? They're like, no, you shouldn't get. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the freak happened. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I do have Comcast. We do. Dude, I'm so glad that we're on YouTube because it let me come back in. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right, dude. Oh my gosh. What I was saying is like, why does everybody try to hold everybody back? Look, if you've got the money to upgrade, if you have the money to upgrade and you want the newer freaking GPUs, is the mic out? It might have switched over to the other mic. Can you guys hear me though? Can you guys hear me though? I might have to get a little closer to this other mic then. I can't switch back to the Yeti, bro. It won't let me. Yeah, like once you're in YouTube, you can't like. I don't think I can change the mic back. Gosh damn it, man. How bad is the sound though? Can you hear me now? 504. Let me see something real quick. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me now? Okay, well, yeah. This one, oh, I wonder if I can. Can you hear me? 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 All right. Well, let's see if this one actually, okay. It looks like I'm still getting sound. Hey, Derudo. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me better. I'm gonna check on the phone, guys. I want to see what I sound like. I want to see what this sounds like now. Okay. Okay. All right. I could. Yeah, it does. It does kind of sound like it's the OBS bot freaking camera now. That sucks, man. Gosh dang it, YouTube. Well, let me see this real quick because it didn't ruin it. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I know a reboot will fix it, but I know a reboot will fix it, but does this? Is it still echoey? Audio routing issue from the internet blip. Check OBS. I'm not in OBS, dude. I'm just directly on YouTube. I'm gonna see. I don't know. Like I'm back on the Yeti now. The Yeti is my main source, but I think the OBS bot might still be enabled too, and I don't know how to turn that off. I don't know how to. Hello. Oh. Okay. What about now? Can you guys actually still hear me? Can you guys actually hear me? All right. I'm still on the. Okay. Yeah. I'm still on the Yeti. I'm not in the hall now. So let me see something. I don't know why it keeps turning that down. Hello. It's still kind of showing sound coming from that one. But it does look like my microphone. Okay, so we're good now. Gosh dang, man, this is so annoying. So annoying. What's the number one reason? I'm planning to buy a 5090 because 50 only had it. Snow White, the only reason is for bragging rights, bro. I get 40 frames on new Unreal Engine 5 games. You guys get 35 frames. I don't know, man. I don't work for Nvidia. I know you guys think I do because I like MMT4X, but I don't work for them. My name is not Moore's Law is dead, okay? I have no idea. 5x5. Okay, one more time, let me just make sure the sound is better for you guys. That was crazy, though. That was absolutely crazy, though. Now it's okay. Now it sounds better. It does sound a little better. Super Series in October? Well, I'm not going to buy one. I don't know. If they come out, maybe if like a 5070 Ti really does have 24 gigs, maybe I'll sell my 16 gig and get one. Okay, that's good. I'm just glad I was able to fix it. Why does the sound keep getting turned down, though? That's crazy. It's like automatically turning my sound down. Weird. Weird. Early 50 series adopters gonna feel so. Oh, dude, they already feel burnt, bro. They already feel burnt, Tim. Like everybody, like I don't know. Just buy AMD, man. Then you can go into it pretending to, like you're suffering and shit. Like, oh, I bought an AMD card, now I'm gonna suffer. And then when it like blows your mind, you're like, oh, okay, it's good. Gosh, dude. That's what I don't get about PC gamers, man. You guys are just so like, it's like, oh my gosh, Nvidia. And it's like you're just so terrified. You're like, I don't know if I could try AMD, bro. Like AMD, AMD is good, man. You know what the best thing about AMD is about trying AMD after being on Nvidia is if you're happy with AMD, like you're legitimately happy. You're legitimately happy. You don't feel bad about it. You're like okay, this is actually really good. Because the minute you buy AMD and you become happy with that experience, that's the moment that you can look at Nvidia and be like, that shit's a gimmick. That's not going to hold up. And you've got a better freaking understanding going forward of what's good for you and what you actually like. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you buy AMD and you like it, you're going to like it. If you don't, cool, man. You can go back to Nvidia. There's nothing wrong with trying the other. There's nothing wrong with trying, dude. Like you do not owe Nvidia any allegiance, bro. They are going to take advantage of you every single time. Every single time. And you know what's really gonna suck is if the Super Series comes out and they aren't actually at MSRP. Yeah, bro, you're gonna feel bad. I don't know. You're going back to ATI? Hell yeah, bro. If my motherboard has an Intel CPU, can I put an AMD video? Yes. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? Yeah. Yeah, dude, you can pair. It's PCIe, bro. PCIe is where your video card goes. Your CPU, yeah, you can run any video card with any CPU. I think everybody would go back to Nvidia, bro. Reba forever. Reba 128. Screw this. I'm going back to my Reba TNT. I know. I'm going back to my freaking ColecoVision. I'm going back to my Atari 2600. Freaking screw PCs. They're too expensive. Dudes be like, yeah, I'm just going to buy the freaking Soldier Boy. I'm going to get me a Soldier Boy console. That's what we should do. We should all trade in our PCs and buy a Soldier Boy. Does he still make those consoles? You think we could get one? Freaking dude, why don't we just get N gauges? Go back and get us like a Sega Game Gear or something, bro. Go back and learn what it feels like to really true video games, man. Back when they actually made good video games, bro. Go back and play some freaking Super Ghouls and Ghosts, man. So, go rank that, bro. Woo, damn. We should sell all our PCs and just get a Soldier Boy and an Xbox, and we'll be good. Just go get us some Xboxes. We'll be good, bro. I need me one of them Xbox 360s. Virtual Boy, yeah, get a Virtual Boy. Sell our PCs and get us. I'm getting a KFC console. Dude, they should have brought those out, man. That would have been so badass, Jacob. You imagine that shit? You got a freaking KFC console and you got chicken in there, bro. Dude. Oh my gosh. That was one of the coolest marketing ploys I've seen in a long time, man. I guess being a carnivore, I could still eat KFC. But I always do the Cartman thing, bro. I eat all the skin off it, and then nobody eats the chicken. My Game Gear. Nice, bro. Them Game Gears were freaking cool. I remember when they came out and they were in color and like Nintendo Game Boy was still like black and white, bro. And then we got Game Gear. And then next thing you know, the freaking, what was it, Game Boy Advance comes out and it was in color and stuff. I didn't buy a Game Boy at first. I bought the Game Gear because I was a Sega fan back then too. And I don't know, dude. That was like my first real like, oh man, I was mad at Nintendo because Mortal Kombat, bro. We didn't get blood. We got like gray sweat on Super Nintendo, but on the Sega, we got the actual blood if we put in the ABACA, BB, up, down, whatever code. Yeah, once they went to that new oil, it turned crap. So, guys, Grimzul is my actual brother, and when I started Carnivore, like I never get on Facebook, and like I prayed, and I got on Facebook, and there's my brother right here, Grimzul. He freaking was posting that he was on Carnivore, man, and I was like, dude, I'm trying it. I'm trying it. 2 years. On the 27th of this month, I will be 2 years on a carnivore diet, bro, and I freaking love it. That breading on KFC, which is the whole point. I know. Oh my gosh, yep. I really love the Sony exclusives have been getting PC ports. I do too, man. See, you know what the funny thing is like the funny thing is like Xbox and PlayStation, they have really good freaking games and they put them on PC, and that just means more people get to play. And now you got Xbox putting their games on PS5. You got PS5 games coming to Xbox now. It's the way forward. It really is. I would much rather see both of my favorite publishers continue to grow instead of just stagnating and dying, man. I like AAA bangers. Okay? I like AAA bangers. Consoles are pretty close. So 67% of you guys said no. Damn. That's pitiful. Yeah, man, I just like to play video games. I don't really care where I'm at. I just want to play games, man. Why? The AMD coat meter just fill up for the night? Oh man. Damn, that sucks, bro. I thought you could deal with at least another 2 hours of AMD coat. The AMD coat. I have tried the fried chicken strips. Yep, Nintendo is your only exclusive machine, man. I can't wait to see all the ponies on Twitter talking about how they're Nintendo fanboys now. They're like, "Yeah, dude, you see the new Pokemon game when it comes out? You see all them ponies over there freaking repping freaking Pokemon when it starts coming out, dude. You got grown ass men that are in their 50s freaking repping freaking Pokemon. Yeah, I usually got exclusives. Oh my gosh, dude. Nintendo is number one. Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox suck. They're third party. Oh gosh, dude. I'm gonna give you a new Pokemon. I got a new Pikachu. Those guys never surprise me, bro. Yeah, Power World smacked the shit out of freaking Pokemon, dude. That's crazy too, because I played a little bit of Power World and I was like, okay, it's cool, yeah, I like that, but I don't really care much for the survival games, just because I don't know, dude. That hungry meter annoys the shit out of me. You're hungry. I don't want to be hungry. I like Pokemon, and yeah, you're in the age group for freaking Pokemon, bro. Like you grew up with Pokemon, man. The 45-year-old freaking like Tim Tim freaking what's his name again? Tim Boy or Tim Dog, Tim Dogs and the Colt Eastwoods and the freaking MBGs and all them dudes. They're all going to be like, yeah, man, we got Nintendo Switch #2 and it's got exclusives. Do you see how many Nintendos they sold? Oh, gosh, dude. Oh, Nintendo for being exclusive. Oh, I know, huh? Am I going to get Road Kings? It looks great. I haven't seen that yet, Donald, but maybe. Maybe. Pokemon game getting ported to PC. I know, huh?
Oh, dude, then the ponies really, what would the ponies cling to if Nintendo started putting their freaking, look, as much as you guys want Nintendo games on PC, we have to give the ponies a soft place to land. Them boys have been in a stable for so long that if they don't have another stable to run into, that could be dangerous for the world, bro. I've been playing Hell Is Us 2. I'm playing this other game called Metal Metal Eden Metal Eden. Let me look at my steaming pile of games. I can tell you right now, because all of them are there. So I've been playing Chronos: The New Dawn, Echoes of the End, Hell Is Us 2, Metal Eden, and RoboCop Rogue City, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. A little bit of Oblivion, and some the first Berserker Kazan, Lost Soul Aside. I beat Mind's Eye a while back, and I was actually thinking about getting back into Black Myth Wukong. Now that I got MFG 4X, I might get back in there. Kind of sleeping on the 5080 with an overclock. Yeah, 5080 is not a bad card. See, I would recommend 5080 if you're a streamer, okay? Because it's got better streaming hardware, bro. That's the biggest upgrade for like the 5080, man. Like a 5080 is a good. Yeah, I am playing Chronos. I said Chronos first, Mr. Baloney. Yeah, I'm playing Chronos. I said Chronos, Echoes of the End, Hell Is Us, Metal Eden, Grand Theft Auto 5, RoboCop Rogue City, Oblivion, Lost Soul Aside, Metal Gear Solid, freaking Snake Eater, and then I was thinking about getting back into Black Myth Wukong, and I've been playing some First Berserker Kazan. $1,000 for 16 gigs is a tough sell for 4K ray tracing. Yeah, just play 1440p ray tracing. Should be fine. Echoes of the End is pretty good, man. I like it. They just did a patch the other day that made it so the combat feels a lot more fluid. So yeah, it's a lot better now. The only thing that sucks is I was like more than halfway through the game, and when that update came out, they actually fixed like the save, when you're because I'd play on Nvidia and it would save to my Nvidia build, but then I would play on AMD and it would save to my AMD build, and I was like way further ahead on the AMD build. So when the Nvidia side actually got MFG 4X and DLSS 4, I jumped on there and I was playing, and then that save got saved across the both of them, so it deleted my my save from the it overwrote my save from the AMD build. So that kind of sucks. So now I'm kind of back close to the beginning of the game. Agree, 5080 would be great for streamer though. Yeah, exactly, dude. The streamer, it's got better streaming processors. It has it is a more beefy 5070 Ti, but it is a little bit faster. It's a little bit better. Obviously, it's got better overclocking potential, stuff like that. I don't see the 5080 as a bad card for $1,000, up to $1,200. But over $1,200, I start to be like, oh, I don't know if it's worth it. If you're playing games, get a 5070 Ti. If you're a content creator, then the 5080 makes more sense. Yeah, exactly. The 5080 is pretty much built for built for streamers and stuff, man. Just like the 5090. Like the 5090 is built for the AI players. I accept that. I've got a workstation with a 3090. I got me one of these. This is a 32 gigabyte 6800. It actually plays pretty good, man. This card right here with FSR3 and freaking frame generation, bro, it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. I reached out to my people over at freaking Silkland to see if they will ship me out the necessary stuff for it. Ladies. Oh, isn't that PS5 Pro GPU power? What, this? It's better than PS5. Yeah, you know what? No, I think a 6800 is actually better than a PS5 Pro. Maybe close. Maybe it's pretty close. Maybe it's pretty close. I'll have to compare them together. Yeah, not a lot though. Yeah, it actually dropped it down from the 70s to like the 60s. Yeah, I think I'm running around 60 now. So yeah, about 10 degrees Celsius. Oh yeah, dude, DLSS and frame gen gives these cards a lot more lifespan for real. Most of the developers are baking it in, man. Like they're baking it in. Wattage draw about 480 to 515, 520. On some games as low as 425. Yeah, dude, even this here actually probably would be closer to PS5 Pro, to be completely honest with you, because the the 6800, the actual 6800 is a little bit faster than this card, like 4% faster or something. Jacob, I think so. I think so. Silverbeard Gaming, he just got a 9070 XT and he's rocking a 7900 XT and he likes it. He's happy with it. I feel like it was a really good side grade from 7900 XTX. It's just you do lose VRAM. You do lose VRAM. Depends. If you're on 1440p, absolutely, dude. If you're a 1440p gamer, you're not going to notice a difference. You actually might benefit, to be completely honest with you. You will benefit from faster ray tracing. You will benefit from faster overall, AI features and stuff like that. So yeah, like you will benefit more from the 79 or 9070 XT or 5070 Ti for that matter. You will benefit more than the last generation cards, but your card is still relevant. Like a 7900 XT is still a relevant card. Honestly, my honest advice, Jacob, is if you can afford to buy the card without having to sell your 7900 XT immediately, try it out for a couple of weeks, see if you like it, see if it's worth it to you, and then sell it. I think that you'll be fine. I think that you'll be fine. You'll be like, yeah, it's about the same. As long as you don't go into expecting like this significant boost over what you have right now, just like keep your expectations that, like, look, some games are going to be right at or slightly above, and some might actually be a little bit under. But I do think you'll be happier with it. I think that, well, this is my opinion, dude. Like, I kind of feel like upgrading every generation, if you can do it, do it. If you can do it, like, you're gonna feel better about it. You're not gonna sit there feeling like, oh man, I need to upgrade, or should I upgrade? Just do it, man. If you can do it, you can get a good deal, jump on it, man. Dude, if you could find the 9070 XT for like MSRP at like $600, I would say absolutely buy it and get what you can for the other one. Yeah, that's my recommendation most of the time, Jacob, because you never know, bro. You never know. You never know. I think you're gonna like it, dude. Like FSR4 and frame generation and all of the new features on RDNA 4, like you can immediately tell that the card is just faster. It just feels like a it really does. It feels snappier for some reason. Frame gen tends to work better. I don't know, man. Like after I got my 9070 XT, I never put my 7900 XTX back in. I sold it to my son. If a 9080 XT actually does come out the end of this year or next year, I will buy one. That is one exception that I will make. I will buy one immediately as soon as I can get my hands on it, or maybe XFX will send another one to me. That would be absolutely cool, but I will buy one regardless. I'll be like, goodbye, 4090. No, I'm just joking. The 5090. Okay, so I'll tell you what I told everybody the other day. The only way it makes sense to upgrade to a 5090 from a 4090 is if you are going to use the features. If you're going to be able to turn on MFG 4X and you're going to use DLSS 4 and all of that stuff, yeah, it's going to blow your freaking mind, bro. I legitimately, I'm not even joking, on Assassin's Creed Shadows, I get like 100 FPS, 110 on the 4090. I get like 300 on the freaking on the 5090 using MFG 4X, and it looks incredible, and it feels absolutely premium. So I know that some people complain about like the artifacting and stuff, but I don't notice it that much because I don't pay attention to it as much. And VR will be better, yeah. Is adding more cores to 5070 support refresh because of the 9070? Maybe. They might add like 2 or 3 more. Oh yeah, I will absolutely buy. Dude, I'm an AMD fan, bro. Like I love AMD. But this generation, here's the thing, guys. Like I'm an AMD fan. You can call me a fanboy if you want. Like I do prefer AMD. But this generation, I've put in extra work to find things about Nvidia that I absolutely love, so that I can enjoy both of them. And I'll tell you what, Blackwell's the first Nvidia generation that I've been truly happy and satisfied 100%. Not just a little bit. Like I'm truly happy with Blackwell. I am. But I use the features. All the other guys would try to tell you and make you feel like the features are garbage. I guarantee it, dude. Once you get used to it, it's going to blow your freaking socks off, man. You're going to be happy. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, dude. All the other guys lied to me. They said it was terrible. Froggy told me it was good. I bought it and I love it. Or you hate it and then you unsubscribe and I never see you again. And sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or make you waste your money. I just know that most of you guys probably get over here. No. I just know that most of you guys probably only buy one GPU a generation or every few generations. I've literally bought like 20 GPUs in the last 4 years. Okay, 20 GPU. Hey, Silverbeard, who was asking about if they should upgrade from 7900 XT? Jacob Silverbeard right here. He just upgraded from 7900 XT to the freaking 9070 XT. Let him tell you about his experience because his will be more in line with exactly what you can expect. Silverbeard, meet Jacob Huggard. He is considering the upgrade. Only have 3 and 4X multi-frame gen exclusivity, and it feels really good. It does. It feels really good, man. I'm keeping it till it can't play games, he says. Woo, do you feel bad about switching from a 7900 XT? I mean, I do kind of think it would be smart to wait for 5000 supers, but I don't know, dude. Do we really know? I mean, I don't know, man. I like to live in the here and now. Other people like to freaking... We're YouTubers, man. We got to put shit out. We got to get clicks. We got to pay the bills, blah, blah, blah. So once the fuse dry up for the new stuff, then it's off to banging on about the new stuff, man. VR and Quest 3, I'm going to be trying it, Donovan, on my PSVR 2. If you own your own house, upgrade. There you go. That's a good one. Get over here. Let's talk about this. Let's be a little bit more. No. So I'm starting to get used to this camera. I'm starting to like it more. You must be doing good for myself. I am doing good for myself, bro. I get up and go to work every damn day. Look, it's so hot. I'm actually kind of pumped, man. My job's getting us a new lift, bro. I'm actually freaking pretty pumped about that. I'm going to feel safer. I feel safer already. We have this older, like, RotoZoom, bro. And it's like a tree topper. It's not bad, but gosh damn, that thing is so scary to get on. You don't regret it at all. It blows 79 out of the water. And ray tracing, yep, there you go, man. Ray tracing automatically. You get to play games like Cyberpunk 2077, Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, you can use the features. And FSR4 performance mode looks good on 4K. Like, it legit looks good. Like, FSR blew my freaking mind when I was like, gosh damn, that is very close to DLSS 4. Bragging rights and resale value. Okay, you're right, Dave. You're right, Dave. I forgot about the freaking resale value, bro. You're right. You got me there. There's two of them. There's two of them. There's two of them. Oh, Dave. Damn, dude. I think that if you can do it and you've already got a 4090, if you're already a 4090 bro, being a 5090 bro is just the next step. Yeah, do it. Handle that. Get her done. Get her done. Wait, why did more people leave, bro? Like, we were supposed to be doing a long stream tonight. I can't have people leaving like that. I need more likes. Try the First Descendant. Has really nice graphics and ray reconstruction. I don't play MOBAs, but I do got a MOBA freaking mouse. Oh no, it's not a MOBA mouse. It's an MMO mouse. Trevor, nobody plays those games. Those games play them. I play easy peasy AAA bangers that tell me how to play the game, bro. Like, one of my favorite games is Horizon Forbidden West. I love how Aloy tells me how to do every single thing. I don't even have to think for myself. She just says, oh, maybe I shouldn't go over there. And I'm like, okay, we won't go over there. She's like, oh, maybe I should jump up there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's jump up there. I love playing games like that where they, like, actively tell me what to do. Or when I'm running around with as Dad of War and Artreus tells me to shoot the thing. I'm like, okay, I'll shoot the thing. And it's perfectly good. Like, I get a dawdle, look around and look at the visuals and stuff and tell the other person or until the character tells me what to do. And then, boom, I do it. I went from an RX 580 8 gig to the 9070 XT. Damn, dude, yeah. That's what we're talking about, bro. You know what, man? You know what I'm kind of sad about, though, Dave? I will never experience that. I will never experience that. I will upgrade every single generation, so I will never know what it feels like to go from a 5-generation old card to a new one. Because isn't the 580 like right before the 57 like RDNA 1? Wasn't that the like last the RX 580? Wasn't that the last card before 5070 or 5060s or 5600 XT and 5700 XT? Man, GPUs are way too expensive. They are pretty expensive, bro. But you know what, Drude? These cards now, honestly, I feel like they have some. Getting this card right here, okay? Like, this is an RDNA 2 card. This is the 6800, okay? It's essentially like a 6800. I bought this card when I got the 4090, and seeing like FSR3 and frame generation and access in freaking action on this card, playing games like Oblivion and stuff, I was like, gosh damn, dude, frame generation and upscaling really is going to prolong the life of these GPUs, especially now. Now that you can use FSR4 and DLSS4 at 1080p in performance mode and it still looks good. I think people aren't giving these cards enough credit, bro. Like, I get it. PC gamers are like, we shouldn't have to use upscalers. Like, I get it, bro. I came from consoles and I was legit irritated that I had to use DLSS on a 3080, bro. Like, I was legit irritated. And so I went on this whole like rampage, and I was like, and then when I got the 7900 XT, I could legit play games at 1440p without any upscaling. And I was like, yeah, I'm in heaven. And I went on banging on about that. And now it's like using like FSR and frame generation, bro. I like these features. I think these features are very good tools. And I do think that they are worth money. I work hard for my money. I get up every single day. I work just like you guys. I go to work. I make my money. I take care of my family. I buy my stuff. I don't feel ripped off this generation of these GPUs. I legit feel very good with them. I love the performance that I get. I can easily recommend either 9070 XT or 5070 Ti and sleep good at night knowing that you're going to get a good experience. I think they're good. I could recommend 5060 Ti, 16 gigabyte. I could legit recommend 5050 to the right person and know that, like, look, you're going to get a good experience, bro. You got DLSS 4, you got frame generation. You're gonna, if you're playing the right games, you're gonna have a very fun time. Are you gonna be able to play everything maxed out? No, obviously. But if $250 is your budget, I would recommend the MFG4X cards over the non-MFG4X cards. I use upscaler to downscale. Nice. It just depends. Like, some people, like I said, bro, a lot of us are going to have, here's the thing. A lot of us are going to have our own, gosh dang it. What is it? Sensitivities. Okay. We're all going to have our own sensitivities to these features. Okay. The thing is you go out and you spend $700 on a GPU. Okay. And you're like, I bought a $700 GPU so that I could last a couple of generations. Well, frame generation and upscaling make that even more of a reality. Before upscaling and frame generation, you had rasterized power, right? If your card couldn't play the game, your card couldn't play the game, bro. Like, it was done. Like, it couldn't work. But let's face it, they've already stopped supporting the 10 series cards. So what does that tell you? You've got about 5 generations with any of these new cards. That's the max time that you're going to use them while still getting support. Unless you buy AMD. I don't know, is AMD still supporting like older cards, aren't they? Butter smooth, yeah. 300 FPS and Delta Force, nice, bro, nice. I like my 4090, but I love my 5090. The 4090 is pretty good. I got that Asus stuff, man. It's a pretty good card. Actually, I think everybody was like, "This is the best 4090 you can get," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it is pretty good. I do like it. I just wish I would have spent a little bit more time with it before buying the 5090, so that I could like truly, fully embrace and become a 4090 bro. But now that I'm a 5090 bro, it's yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna keep it for as long as possible. As soon as I work up enough courage to pull the 5080 or 5090 out and put the 4090 back in, I don't know, dude. I do worry about the power supply stuff like that. Like, I do worry about that 12 pin, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. I gotta do what I gotta do to make content. So if I do pull out the 5090, it will only be like, it'll be for a little while. I'll put another card in there, because I still got the 5070 Ti that I still want to test out. The TV upscaling was really bad. Oh yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, you get DLSS 4 on 40 series cards, which is good, man. Yeah. I'm not a, I'm not really super big on smooth motion. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like smooth motion's kind of trash. It's about as good as AMD's fluid motion frames. One, it's about that good. But AMD's fluid motion frames 2.1 is better. Yeah, my 5090 is covered under warranty. So I'm I mean, I will work up the courage to pull it out and put one of my other cards back in. Hell yeah, Serial Killer RC. Welcome to Butter Smoothland, brother. Serial Killer RC is the next to join Butter Smoothland, bro. Welcome to Butter Smoothland. I think you're going to like it here with MFG4X, bro, up in the clouds. It's very nice. It's very nice. I am a big proponent of multi-frame generation, dude. I think it is a very incredible freaking tool. Looks like the 4090 goes for about 2,000 years. Yeah. It's trust me, man, like it's tempting, but 2,000 bucks is 2,000 bucks. You know what I mean? Like it is a lot of money. It is a big deal. I don't want you guys to think that like it's not, but I got to weigh that with the amount of content that I could still produce with a 4090. And plus, it looks so good on that shelf, bro. I would kind of feel bad. Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of feel bad selling to somebody for that. But at the end of the day, if they want to pay that, I'm not going to stop them. I mean, I guess if somebody offered me $2,000 cash right now for that Asus Tough, I'd probably take it. I mean, like cash in hand. I don't want no Venmo shit or any of that stuff. I want my cash in my patty cake at a bank so I can check all the bills and make sure they're good. No counterfeit. I would take it. Smooth motion when you play single player games. Do you like it though? Is it? I would wonder how that would feel on a TV, man. I don't know. I paid $1,670 for your 4090 2 years ago. Oh yeah, dude. 5090 will only cost $700. Yeah. What 5090 did you get, Serial? I got the MSI Gaming Trio. I really wanted the ROG Astral, but this was my second pick, anyways. So I got the card I wanted. So I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. Friday night, like whiskey or beer? Absolutely not. I don't have time for that stuff in my life. DLSS and MFG on a 60 card. Do you need to drop? No. As long as you've got the VRAM 6 hybrid, as long as you've got the VRAM, as long as you're not getting like massive stutters from running out of VRAM, you're okay. You're getting a 50 series card, right? Yeah, you're going to be all right. Testing out multi-frame gen on all these cards has been pretty good, actually. I'm actually very happy with even on the 5050, I'm pretty satisfied with the overall performance of it. Just told me he bought a POS pre-built and a 4060. I'm considering to upgrade him to a 7600X 3D system for Christmas. Nice. Why would your nephew do that, bro? Like, why didn't he call Uncle Dave and be like, hey, Uncle Dave, I want to get a better system. I don't know. Let him live. Oh, 13400F. Well, yeah, dude, a 7600X 3D would absolutely be a better CPU. But I mean, does he really need it? You know what I mean? Like, does he really need it? Oh, the PNY? Nice. Then did you get it for MSRP? The cheapest one? Hey, dude, it's still 5090 is a 5090, bro. Got a 5090 from China. No, I'm just China. Make sure it has the GPU in it, bro. He gets it, and it's like a 3060 Ti. No, I'm just joking. In a 4090 cooler or a 5090 cooler. FSR frame gen 2X on RTX 3080. Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, honestly, Druid Sage, I kind of wish, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of wish I still had my 3080 10 gig with the FSR3 and FrameGen now, because I think it would be absolutely fun to play around with that. The adventures of what up, everybody? What up, brother? How you doing? You got it below MSRP? Oh, nice. Yeah, if you got it below MSRP, did you get a board too? I mean, I still got like an extra 7800X3D. All I need is a motherboard, and I can build a whole new PC right now. I already got a cooler, power supply, everything. Some SSDs. I've got the whole 9 yards. Honestly, doing hybrid stuff, LOL. Nice. 1,000 watt is a minimum spec. You got one of those 200 watt plus monster CPUs. You'll probably want a 12. Oh, yeah. No. I've got a 7800X3D and a 5090. It actually runs fine like that, dude. Everybody telling me that you got to do this and you got to do that. It's like, no. I'm running my 5090 on a 1050 watt thermal take ATX or ATX 3.1 or whatever. This is what's powering my 5090. The thermal take. 10-year. I noticed that it has some Japanese capacitors, so it should be all right. It shall be all right. And inside that box is my Asus ROG Loki 750 watt. That I'm actually thinking is what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another build, and throw like my 60 class cards in it. Yeah, you should be all right. I like this thermal take, bro. It seems to be just fine. I don't got any coil wine or any stuff like that, dude. It runs really good. B850M for cheap, more than enough for the. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. That's good. That's good. Yeah, they're pretty efficient. I like the X3D chips, man. For some reason, they just do perform pretty well. I would absolutely buy. See, my new, even when I build this next build, it's going to still be an AMD build because I already got a freaking 7800X3D CPU. So there's not really much I can do about that. Like I'm already freaking locked in. Unless somebody, maybe I'll look around and see if somebody will trade me for an Intel CPU and a motherboard for that. Maybe I'll get on and see if I can get an Intel motherboard and CPU. Because I already got RAM that's rated for Intel. It's got the Expo for Intel, so maybe I'll do that. Just pair that with like the 5070 Ti or something. Maybe that's what I'll do. Back food was delicious. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you got some good food. If you get a PNY 5090, make sure to unbolt it. Yeah, I did hear about that too. I seen that somebody's PNY 5080 blew like a MOSFET or a capacitor. Don't freak out on that kind of shit though, bro. You got a warranty with it. You bought it brand new. It is what it is. If something happens, just RMA it, get a new one, and move on, man. There's no reason to make a massive deal about it, dude. Shit happens. Just to prove how bad the Core Ultra is? No, I just want to see. I want to see how a Intel and 5070. I just kind of want to see how Intel would run. You know what I mean? I'm curious. All I've had is AMD CPUs, so I want to see. I've got a couple of people that are telling me that Intel's good. And I'm pretty sure if I can enjoy gaming on a 5050, I can enjoy gaming on a Intel CPU. Intel's better for everything but gaming. 5090 capacitor was right by the power connector. Yeah, see, that's what I saw. Dude, capacitors go out, bro. Like, if you hear a whistling sound or some shit, like while you're gaming, turn off your PC immediately, bro. 14,900K. Nice, bro. Yeah, see, I feel like I said, bro, if you're in seclusion, man, it's probably fine. I mean, like, what's worst case scenario? You might actually be playing games that are good on Intel, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think Core Ultra is going to have a massive problem. You got to understand, most of those dudes benchmark that shit at 1080p. Like, who the hell's playing at 1080p on a freaking 5090, man? That's just crazy. Wolfenstein to play, nice. i5, 14,600K. It is good enough for gaming. I'm gonna look into it, dude. I might see if somebody will trade me that 7800X 3D for a MOBO and a CPU for Intel. I don't know. Needs to be tuned though. RAM, CPU for sure, but can match 9800X 3D. I have both. Oh, just the chips that have NPU for AI. I don't know. Isn't that like the 285K or whatever? I don't know. I guess because I have a 9800X 3D, I'd probably just get a 285 or whatever. Their newest one. Maybe I'll reach out to Intel and see if they'll send me a board and a CPU. Hey man, I want to test your board and CPU. Got a 5090. I want to test it out. See if they'll send me some. I don't know, dude. Intel. I don't know. Hey man, I'm a stakeholder now. I'm an American taxpayer. We own 10% of your company. Can I get freaking CPU and a board? Oh, you know what I mean? LOL. AP, she has an i5 6700K and a 1070. She speak Echoes of the End on it. Nice. Does she like Echoes of the End? I like that game. I think it's pretty cool, dude. Rin is pretty badass. And a Z9 890 board. You know what, dude? I'll ask them if they would. I'll reach out to Intel again and see if they'll do something like that. Be like, dude, I'm a taxpayer. I own 10% of your company, man. Let me get the hookup. Let's see if we can promote some Intel. I just think that Intel. I wouldn't have a problem using Intel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I love my 9800X 3D and my 7800X 3D, but I don't have a problem using Intel, man. Like, pretty sure it works just fine, dude. I mean, you got people out there that legit love Intel, and that's cool, man. You feel comfortable on a piece of hardware. Cool, man. If you know how to tune it and everything else, most PC gamers don't even know how to tune this shit, dude. Like 7800X 3D, 9800X 3D, it's pretty drop. It's pretty plug and play. Go into your BIOS, set up freaking smart access memory, turn on this, turn on that, flip on the freaking Expo, and boom, you're good to go, man. Nobody and then you go into freaking Ryzen Master, you hit PBO or whatever, and you're good to go, man. It's really not that hard to do all the stuff, the easy stuff or whatever. Like, you can legit watch a YouTube video and know how to do everything. There's so many YouTube videos out there to teach you how to be a PC gamer. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like, I do eventually want to have an Intel build because I want to see for myself. You know, the more I experience, the more knowledge I gain, and the better I get at being able to recommend good stuff to people. Like right now I speak AMD pretty well. Now I need to learn how to speak Intel. You know what I mean? And then once ARM hits the PC market, I'll have to learn the language of ARM. Everybody thinks I'm crazy for buying all this stuff, dude, but you don't understand like the amount of knowledge I get to pack in. It helps me be better for the community, man. It gives me a better outlook so that I can kind of help people. 68% of you guys. I'm going to end that poll. Black Edition or Ending K. I'll get a good one, dude. I'll get a good Intel CPU. And I'll get a good board. K is unlocked. F is no iGPU. KS is in the step up K. So I want the F then. I don't really need an iGPU. I mean, I just want it to be sufficient, you know, if I'm going to buy one. Like, my monitor's shaking, bro, because I got a train driving by. It's crazy. Feels like a freaking earthquake every time they drive by. Intel 9 Core Ultra are pretty freaking nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just don't like how all the other content creators just all of a sudden jump bandwagon and stuff. I mean, dude, they even got Alex Battaglia to jump ship, bro. Like, he's no longer a freaking Intel bro. He is a straight up AMD guy for the CPU. That's crazy, man. I didn't think he was ever gonna give AMD a shot. He just seemed like so like, ooh, AMD is so bad. Nor Hyper 3, which is not good for low latency. See, I don't know a whole lot about Intel, man. So do you think that would help? Oh, I see. Maybe Intel pre-built. I'm not buying any more pre-builds for a while. I'm not buying any more pre-builds. I'll just build one. I want to build a PC on the channel. I want to show everybody my skills. Got good bow staff skills, man. I can build a PC. I could do it. I bet I can do it. I could watch a YouTube video. That'd be funny, huh? Sitting here making a video, watching a YouTube video, how to put a PC together. Oh, dude, that would be funny. What do you guys think? For my editing PC, actually, my AMD is good for it. Pre-build is worth it if you're already drowning in GPUs. That's actually a good idea, dude, to build, because I've got some low. I kind of want to build out. Watch it, yeah, watching my own videos for real. Huh? Watch it, or I kind of want to build out an RTX 5050 build, bro. Oh, watch Linus throw it together. Yeah, dude, we sitting there watching Linus Tech Tips putting the PC together, bro. Oh, damn. You know, that would be it. I mean, that would be a good idea, Ren, huh? Build out a full-on PC, like a small build with that 5050 in there. Pull up a different creator for each part, huh? I know, huh? Normal air cooler if you build, no need for AIO. Dude, I like the way the AIOs look, man. Like, it's an aesthetic thing for me. I would, even if it went out every year, I would legit go buy another one. Like, I like the aesthetic of an AIO, so I would buy AIOs. Call the YouTube video PC build. Oh, damn. Yeah, for me, AIO is the where it's at, dude. I like the aesthetic of it. I don't really care for the whole like full-on water cooling thing. I would never do that, but AIO, yeah, I'm good with that. I like that. I think the coolers on these GPUs are sufficient, man. Like, I'm not going to overclock them or do any crap like that, so I don't need like full-on freaking water cooling and shit like that. But I mean, maybe for this card, bro, pull it apart and actually make it a water freaking cooled one. I don't know. I really like this case on this card. This thing is badass. More than a GPU. I know, huh? Be like, I'll get the top of the line freaking Intel CPU, and I'll be like, yeah, we're going to build this with a 5050. The 420 millimeter. I would buy one. I would buy one, but that would probably be, if I do that now that I bought the 5090, it'll probably be next year. This year here, like, dude, I still want to try to get that freaking Fanatec DD Extreme. That thing's $1,000 buckaroos. Another $1,000 buckaroos. But I'm gonna skip the freaking. I think I'm gonna skip getting the freaking ROG Ally X. I am. I'm gonna skip that unless Xbox comes out and says, "Hey, we're gonna support it natively and build games for it natively." I'm just gonna skip it. 285K with a 5050, Tim. 5050. I'll throw in my RTX 5050. Woo, boy. We're going to do a 5050 on that bad boy. Look at that thing, man. Nice little GeForce Gigabyte. All plastic. Banging ass card, bro. Dude, that's what we're going to do. RTX 5050. Test the portal. Yeah, look at that. Look at that 5050 standing proud, man. Look at that bad boy. She's so beautiful. 5050. Gotta get some light in there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Because it needs air, bro. You gotta cool that freaking 5050. Look at that thing. She's dead sexy. Sexy. Look at this. Look, it even gives you a little plastic slider. You can slide the plastic. 5050 should be a thing. I know. Bro. Hey, how's it going, Yamato? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna put that 5050 in a badass. Dude, I already paired this thing with the 7800X 3D, so it's not crazy, man. what are we not doing with a 5050, bro? 5050 is a banger. Dude, I love the 5050. You know what? I was able to get 1080p at 200 FPS on Battlefield 6 with this. That was incredible, man. Low settings, but damn, 200 FPS using MFG. Yeah, dude, that was great. Like, it felt incredible. One single 8-pin, bro. Like, it's 6 power. It's like, damn, you got 2 HDMI and 2 display ports on this thing. That's a freaking banger, man. What do you think the minimum GPU is required to beat a PS5 Pro? Probably a 9060 XT would destroy it outright. 5050 would probably 5050 is probably on par with a PS5 Pro, dude. To be completely honest with you, if this card had 16 gigs of RAM, I think this card would easily be on par with a PS5 Pro. Easily. I had switched to settings for Cyberpunk with this card running path tracing and regular ray tracing at 4K at 72 FPS. I was getting a solid 72 FPS, and it actually felt fine to play. And it looked good. I was like, gosh damn, dude, that is impressive. No RGB on it. I actually flying with that dark GPU, flashy RGB. I like the RGB on a lot of my cards. I don't mind it not being on my my Asus Primes. The single fan 50/50, huh? Honestly, Tim, if I could fit this 50/50 in the case with my 5090, I would do it. But I don't have enough room. But I will be testing this card more. I'm actually thinking about throwing it in this weekend and testing all those new games I just bought on it. You're old, you don't want RGB. Oh, 4060 non-TI. No, you have to have the 8-pin and it draws power, but it is pretty low power-wise. I mean, it's got some good overhead, though, especially this card, man. This one here even has a BIOS switch on it. I thought. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just regular. It's actually a freaking pretty stout card, man. Ooh, yeah, you can't turn it off, man. You can't turn it off. Honestly, the one thing that really does save this 50/50, guys, is MFG 4X, bro. I had Indiana Jones playing low settings on this card, man, over 200 FPS. It is a good card. I just wish that. Look, I get it, bro. Like 8 gigs of VRAM is. I get it. I get I understand. But you can play games on it. 50 series, just go with the 60 or up. I get that too, like I do, but man, there's some people out there that just can't afford it, bro. There's places out there that this is probably the highest end GPU they're gonna get in the world, bro. You know what I mean? My thing is I would rather show people how to actually use it and show them that it can be used. Look, any game on Xbox One or under is going to play just fine on this GPU. And you're going to be able to play a lot of those at 4K. This is a pretty decent GPU. If you're playing older games or you're playing esports or any of that kind of stuff, this is not a bad GPU. Like, it is pretty stout, actually. If you're getting into newer games, dude, I have this card playing Monster Hunter Wilds at 4K with optimized settings using MFG, and I was still able to play the game. Dude, I beat that second spider, like wherever I'm at. It starts with an N or whatever. Where you go and you save a little cat with the hat or whatever. Yeah, dude, like I beat that boss with this card at 4K, man. I was like, damn. I could find a way to play with this GPU. I'm pretty sure a lot of people could. That's the fun of it, though. That's the fun of PC gaming, man, is taking shit that you know is not good and enjoying it, getting an enjoyable experience. That, to me, is more exciting than throwing on a 50/50 and hitting 40 FPS at max settings, bro. That's depressing. Playing a game on this and being able to play it, that's impressive. I was just talking to me about the 5090. He can definitely afford it, makes good money, but he had a whole rant on why he doesn't like the 5090. He had a whole rant, huh? Finna go live on Kick. What should I play? Probably some Chronos, bro. Do some Chronos live. And make it the dedicated GPU to do frame generation. Yeah, I know you can, but if you do that, then you're just. I don't like lossless scaling, dude. I don't like it. It made my PC freaking super unstable, and I freaking hated all the freaking bullshit you got to do to enable it. I don't like it. Back in the day, same thing. Honestly, $500 was a lot in the early '90s. Oh, I bet. 6700 XT, probably a couple $100. I think lossless scaling is trash, man. I just think it's funny how everybody's out there like, yeah, lossless scaling, but then they're like, oh, MFG4X sucks. I'm like, dude, you got motion vectors, you've got AI, you've got transformers that are actually doing a lot to push MFG4X, and it's significantly better. I turned on lossless scaling and got this damn warbling thing around my damn characters. That shit pissed me off. I was like, this is ugly, bro. I'd rather use AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2.1. It was better. I mean, I'd still get like the warbling, but it wasn't on the character. It was in the background. Like I can ignore that shit, but when it's like right next to my character when I turn and I'm playing, dude, I was playing Final Fantasy 16 and it looked like crap. I was like, dude, this sucks. I'm not playing with this anymore. I was like, I can legit flip on AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2.1 on every single game, and it looks better than this. Hello, Renee. New to your channel, I myself purchased the AMD 97XT. Nice, nice. 97 XT is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love that card. Stairs are especially horrible. Oh yeah, dude. Well, see, let me tell y'all right now, like shimmering and stuff like that, bro. I grew up playing, like Dreamcast was badass, and we had a lot of shimmering on that. That's a Digital Foundry problem. I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like little imperfections don't bug me that much. MFG is great, but you're lower than 60. No, see, it's different with 50 series cards, Serial. On 40 series cards, yeah, dude, you need 60 to 80 FPS, 60 to 70. With MFG 4X on the new cards, you can get away with 40 FPS, and it still feels pretty decent. Like if you're on a controller, I gotta stress that if you're on a controller, you can get away with 40 FPS. Well, yeah, don't turn on MFG to play freaking online games, dude. That's weird, man. I think everybody knows that. Only at 1X or maybe 2X after that. See bad ghosting. Dude, I on my 5090 serial with native resolution, I can still see ghosting, bro. With DLSS 4, there's still games that I see ghosting. Much smoother on the eyes, watching at 60 FPS. I mean, that might be a good way to use it, but I don't like it for games, bro. Yeah, I liked Intel. Intel B580 was good. I just traded that for the 4090. I like that card. I thought it was great. Like I can easily, dude. If the B580 is MSRP, absolutely buy that over a 5060 or a 5050. If you can get that card for 250, absolutely freaking buy that because you can get Battlefield 6 free with that. That is a very good card, and it plays. I was playing Battlefield 6 on that B580 at 4K. Yeah. See, I don't understand that, young man, old soul, because I've got OLED monitors and they have like really good response time. So like when I see ghosting on these, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on, man? But I mean, like, dude, we're talking about 2 OLED monitors, bro. I shouldn't get ghosting, right? It should be perfect. Sim Racing MFG is great there. Oh yeah, dude, MFG works very good on sim racing. Yeah, I played Hogwarts Legacy. You think it's the best looking game right now? You know what? Hogwarts Legacy does have that new Nvidia's. I don't know what they call it, but it's that neural textures or something. And it did look good when I put it on NIS. Power perfect at the monitor level. Oh, dude, Tommy, did you buy Kronos yet? Yeah, Kronos yet? Kronos is pretty freaking terrifying, man. That game's like scaring the crap out of me. Neural texture rendering. Yeah, but it's called like NIS in Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know exactly what it I don't know what the NIS means. Like VA panels? Oh yeah, for real. But I can still see ghosting on the 5090, dude. Your wife wants what? A Hogwarts Legacy? Buy it for her, dude. Get it to her. Buy her an Xbox Series X and let her play it. No, I got games in the wings. I've been lazy as hell. You need to buy it, dude. It's good. 57 G9. Holy crap, bro. And an LG C2. So that's what I had before I got this monitor. This is the 4K OLED from LG. It's the dual mode monitor, 4K and 1080p. I had the C2 sitting up here on the table before I got that. OLED is light. Oh yeah, dude. I think this monitor right here, Serial, would blow your freaking socks off, dude. This monitor would blow your socks off, man. I love it. I do think that my C2 got brighter than this monitor, but I don't really care, man. I should like get rid of this white screen before I get burning. No, I'm just joking. It's a OLED. Your new 4A? Nice. She wants that scary game. Oh, Kronos. Dude, Kronos is freaking terrifying, bro. It might scare her. Dude, it's scaring me, and I'm a grown-ass man. I don't usually scare either, man, but that game, I get tense playing that one, bro. It's like the Dark Souls of freaking survival horror. You get dropped into a room with those freaking key creatures and they're goddamn violent. Oh, dude. They are. Oh, all right, brother. You're headed to bed? Good night, man. Have fun, man. Thanks for stopping by. Five Nights at Freddy is nowhere near as scary as freaking this, bro. Nothing is scarier than P. Diddy, bro. How about that? P. Diddy with a freaking bottle of freaking baby oil, bro. What do you think's scarier? Resident Evil 7 or freaking P. Diddy with a bottle of baby oil? Just got to the housing project. Oh, yeah, dude. To the housing project? Is that... Yeah, you start going up them stairs, dude. Holy shit. That was terrifying. What do I think has the best story of all time? Right now, my favorite game of all time is Death Stranding 2. I think that game has an incredible story. I think it has incredible gameplay. I think it has incredible world atmosphere, incredible freaking characters. Death Stranding is my favorite game of all time right now. I would 100% recommend a PlayStation 5 Pro and one copy of Death Stranding 2. P. Diddy gave the Devil's Rejects sniper. For real, dude. Woo, boy. Yes. Death Stranding 2 has unseated Witcher 3 for me as my top game of all time. Absolutely incredible freaking game, man. I could not put it down. I sat here playing through that whole thing, man. I was like, holy crap. So incredible. She laughs at those games? Oh, well, yeah, if she's laughing at them, then, dude, Kronos is going to scare the crap out of her. And it's another boss girl game, bro. Gosh dang, you're a female. I'm just joking. Uncharted 4 is good. I like that game. It's not, I don't think any Sony game is in my top 5. I don't think any Xbox game is in my top 5. It's like Death Stranding 2, Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Those are my top 3. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is my 4th. And then my 5th game right now would probably be I think probably Elden Ring, man. I haven't finished it, but gosh damn, Elden Ring really does bring that like 3D atmosphere that Castlevania Symphony of the Night had. Clair Obscur. Well, I kind of fell off on that. I remember Splinter Cell. I kind of fell off Clair Obscur. I'm at that freaking boss with all the faces, and I kind of just got sick of waiting for FSR 4, so I quit playing it. I mean, if they can't even give me FSR 4, what's the point, dude? I mean, I don't even have FSR 3 in that game, bro. So I just quit playing it. And that sucks. I know that sucks. But hey, man, I bought it. I bought it digitally. I'll be able to go back if they ever do update it, and I'll get to play it. Yeah. You beat the game happily? Well, you probably played it with DLSS 4 or something, man. I was trying to play it on my 9070 XT. I am a little petty like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I am a little petty like that sometimes because I prefer to play on my AMD build. At least with that game, dude, FSR or DLSS 4 kind of looks a little bit too over sharpened for me on that game. So yeah, dude, I am a little petty on that. Won't fix the visuals in that game. Unfortunately, UE5 lows still has a lot. Yeah, I get it. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I do think it is an amazing game. I do. I like it a lot. But can I be honest about Resident Evil? Freaking the new Resident Evil. I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. I really didn't want to play as I wanted to play as like Leon and Chris, man, or one of the old people. You know, it's just been so long. I'm not really digging the new characters. Didn't really care much for Ethan, freaking whatever his name is. Didn't really care for Ethan in the last couple of games, bro. I kind of wanted to go back to the old team. I enjoyed playing Resident Evil 4 remake more than I really did enjoy Village. Don't get me wrong, like I love Village. It's like my favorite, like my second favorite Resident Evil now because of the supernatural, but I don't care for Ethan Winters. And I really don't care to play as a girl, bro. But I mean, I'll play it. You know, I mean, I'm a Resident Evil fan. I'll play it, but I want like that action Resident Evil back, bro. I want to be a badass again. To Wolverine, I'm not really a massive Wolverine fan. They should make Resident Evil Diddy. I know, Diddy is the bad guy chasing you around, dressed as freaking Lady Dimitrescu. Lady Dimitrescu. That would be cool. Diddy dressed as Lady Dimitrescu chasing you around, bro. Coming at you with baby oil and shit. Throwing it so you slip on the floor. I'm gonna get you. I do like Claire. I do like Claire Obscure. I do like the game. It's freaking incredible. But I just got to the point where I'm just like, dude, I want FSR 4. And I'm being kind of petty about it. I am. I'm being kind of petty about it. It's my money. It's my game. I bought it. I get to be petty, okay? I saw you sliding. I really wish they would make an actual good Berserk game. But that would be too, yeah, exactly. Like Gatsu's Rage Berserk or yeah, exactly. Like Jill Valentine, freaking Claire Redfield. I want to be one of the older people again, bro. Like that's the Resident Evil I fell in love with. The new Resident Evil, like I do like. I mean, I like the fear factor and stuff of it, but I think they've taken it in this direction that it's just it doesn't feel like Resident Evil anymore. Yeah, we definitely need another Tomb Raider for sure. You know, Tim, I tried again yesterday before putting out my videos. That damn freaking FSR freaking 4.2 bullshit that ancient gameplay, and I just started getting mad. So sick and tired of not knowing exactly how to upgrade the games I want to upgrade, and nobody shows you any of those. They just show you the damn 4 or 3 that they want to show you, just to show you that it works, to click their bait, to get their damn views. And it's annoying. It's annoying. I don't care for modding, dude. The more I try to mod, the more irritated and annoyed I get with it. The more I freaking hate it because it's a waste of time. That I legit lose my shit with that. I hate not having native support for the games. If it's so easy to mod the shit in, why is it taking so long for games to be supported? That's what I don't get. It's like all my Xbox games, I don't have FSR 4 for any of those, and I just get annoyed. I get annoyed. That's the one thing I do get annoyed with FSR 4 is not having support. Like it's legit starting to get a little bit annoying. Thankfully, I don't need it if I play at 1440p, but I like it. I like using it because I like using it with the MFG or with FrameGen. Oh, it stopped working, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I don't like about having to do it with the driver. It needs to be in the games, bro, so you can just turn it on. I don't like OptiScaler either, dude. I think that shit's garbage. I get so annoyed with that. And it's like every time I see, because I'm an AMD guy, every time I see one of the other AMD creators putting it out there, I just get annoyed. I'm just like, dude, I'm not going to start playing with it. I don't understand it. It's too annoying. I don't have time to waste playing around with it. Like, I don't even care. I mean, when it comes to a game, I'll cover the native version of it, man. That's all I can say. I mean, that's all I can do. I mean, I look at a game like Hell Is Us that has native support for it, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I love it. It's beautiful. I actually would rather play Hell Is Us on the AMD build. Yeah, I don't like modding, dude. I mean, I know it can be cool, but it's also very unstable and it's just annoying. And when it breaks the game, then I just get pissed off because then I got to delete it, re-download it, and I hate doing that. It's a waste of my time. If I understood it more, maybe it would be a different story, but I don't. Like, I lack that knowledge. I'm not good at it. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to mess shit up, and it just frustrates me, and it makes me irritated. Like, half of the stuff that comes out is like people talk about modding. Like in the modding videos, they talk about modding like you already know what you're doing, and that's annoying. Delete the profile and reload it. Yeah. Just found out RTX hair requires 16 gigabytes or it doesn't show up. Oh, wow, dude. Well, at least I'll be able to use it on my 5090, huh? All 32 gigs of it, man. SSR is kind of annoying too. Yeah, reflections actually are starting to look better in a lot of games, Tim. Especially like, see, my golden standard for like a game with ray tracing is Control from Remedy. That game knocks it out of the park. I love the way that looks. From the shadows to the soft shadows to the GI to everything, man. That game looks incredible. And I can actually tell when I get in there that, like, wow, this ray tracing looks good. A lot of other games, man, sometimes you can barely tell. And reflections is all you got. Most of the time they just like blurry messes and shit. It's annoying, dude. For the performance hit that you take, Not even a 5090 can run these games with path tracing at 4K natively at 60 frames a second. They're like 30 frames. And it's annoying, man. Yeah, look how great Battlefront 2 looks and how well it runs. It makes me laugh at newer titles. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, you look at some of these newer games, bro, and it's like, wow. But try putting some of them on low settings. I'm telling you, man, just throw it on low settings on these Unreal Engine 5 games, and I think you'll actually be impressed. What do I expect from FSR4 Redstone? I don't really expect much, to be completely honest with you. I just expect it to be, I don't know. I expect it to be better and probably more performant than what FSR4 is right now. I do expect it to be pretty good. Amazing FPS. The newer titles is worse. Only because for optimization. Can look good, but I always notice the draw in more and move my camera to make it worse. Yeah. Huh. I've seen some really good, like right now, Hell Is Us is a very, very good, very high quality FSR. Right now, right now, freaking Hell Is Us is a very good candidate for how good Unreal Engine 5 and freaking is how good Unreal Engine 5 and FSR4 look together. Very good looking. Very good looking. Yeah, cube maps are definitely better. Dude, if you go back and you play like Castlevania Symphony or Lords of Shadows 2, and you look at the cube map on that game, dude, holy shit, bro. It is incredible when you get into something, when you get into like the castle and stuff, and like you see the reflections on the floor and everything. Dude, that shit looks insanely good. It looks better than half the ray tracing games that are out now. Yeah, I think I've tried Dead Island 2 on a 9070 XT. Another game like Mind's Eye, when that first came out, that was pretty stuttery, but they fixed it up pretty quick. Mafia freaking looked pretty good. Thinking of the wrong thing. Yeah, cube maps. Cube maps is what you're probably thinking of. Cube maps look good because they're like like a planar reflection. They're almost like when your character walks in front of cube maps, it doesn't do like the distortion thing like on the water with SSR, screen space reflections. Yeah, the screen space reflections, they get broken up, whereas like planar reflections and stuff like that don't. Why 3440 by 1440 was blacked out, and right after talking to you, it was available? Really? Huh. Yeah, dude, Final Fantasy 16 looks absolutely incredible, man. Yeah, dude. I think old games, the biggest change this generation for me has been environmental detail, specifically like ground like the ground textures and the blending on like rocks and stuff like that. That's probably like the best thing this generation for me so far because I play a lot of open world games and I like that more natural look. So most of the stuff that I've ever had a problem with in gaming has been fixed. I don't mind a little bit of blur. I actually kind of like a little bit of blur in my games. To be completely honest with you, I don't really like it when they look all sharp and crispy. I kind of like the little blur. Gosh damn it, freaking camera. Damn, guys, we are already almost to 1,000 views again. Damn, that is so good. Yeah, softer. I think it just looks better to me, man. That's why I prefer AMD a lot. I like Nvidia, and trust me, like when I play some games, like DLSS, like literally takes my breath away. But for the still blocking the camera. What do you mean blocking the camera? Can you guys not see me? Can you guys not see me? Ooh, okay. Oh, no, it's that this camera's like AI controlled. Huh. Like now it will follow me if I move around and stuff. Yeah, bro, it'll zoom all the way in. So I brought you here today to talk to you a little bit more about. I just wish it was higher resolution. I wish it was 4K. That'd be kind of cool. I wish it would freaking center on me though. Oh, if I touch it, it will break it. Forget about that. There we go. Now we're right back to where we should be. Now it will follow me around. Well, maybe, because it's pointed this way. It's a pretty cool camera. Like, I do like it. It's called the OBS Meet SE. So if you guys, they're only about $60. So if you do a lot of streaming, you can grab one of these, and it's actually a pretty good. I had to tell a collaborator, yeah. I don't think that's the case anymore, young man, old soul. I think it's more along the lines of like AI is pretty new and AI has taken over a lot of stuff. Right now, raster performance, we're pretty much we're pretty much maxed out. Not maxed out, but we're pretty close. I mean, these new games, they look incredible, but you turn off ray tracing in any of these games and they all run just perfectly fine. Every single one of them, dude. You turn off Lumen and every Unreal Engine 5 game runs perfectly fine. I turned off Lumen on Chronos on the 9070 XT and it ran just fine. If I had it on, it would just crash. It was annoying. So I was like, what the freak, dude? Yep, human vision do have a lot of blur. It looks more natural. My eyes start to hurt if I'm playing like Krispy Kreme 4K, bro. It's annoying. I don't know, man. I don't like the way certain materials look when they're over sharp. Some of you guys really, 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 really like DLSS and sharp, crispy images. I get it. Like the clarity and stuff looks pretty good in some games. Oh, I got to put all my babies away. Ooh, I need to limit HDR brightness. Yeah, dude, actually, I've been trying to. That's another thing that I get irritated with on Nvidia. If I turn off HDR, gosh damn camera. If I turn off HDR, it gives me like this like really blown out colors. If you'll go back and you'll watch that Black Myth Wukong video I put out, it just blows out the colors. If I turn it on, then it washes everything out. Like my recordings on Nvidia like are so annoying. But when I record on AMD, it comes out perfect. Comes out absolutely perfect. The DLSS sharpener off or set it to stupidly low like one. I usually do try to turn that down. Recording HDR is a what? A PITA? Recording on HDR on that thing is annoying. Yeah. Oh man. Sorry guys, I just needed to. You should definitely play Hellblade 2 on it. You know what, dude? The chromatic aberration on that game annoys the shit out of me. So I don't care. I think it makes it look ugly. That's just me. Sorry. I know that it's Digital Foundry's favorite game, but to me, it just looks ugly. That chromatic aberration, dude, it distracts the shit out of me. I don't like it on Unreal Engine 5 games. I wish they would let us turn it off. I've looked for a setting, dude. I can't turn it off in the game. You have to mod it to turn it off. Peak brightness manually each game. Problem is that not all games have it in settings. It's definitely. I played it once. It was good. I played it once. It was fine. I suffered through it. I thought it was fine. I played that on the 50. No, I played that on the 4080 Super. I beat that game on the 4080 Super. Because again, Xbox, in their infinite wisdom, don't want to make sure you got all your AMD settings day one. Yeah, a lot of games do have broken HDR. That's another reason why I like AMD, because if they have broken HDR, I can just turn up the saturation to 125 and freaking Adrenaline app, and it looks good. Okay, so a lot of people like that bright dark part of HDR. I like the color. I like the color palette more. I like my game. I don't like my games to look super realistic. I like them to look a little bit freaking gamey, bro. Like I want them to look cool. I don't care about realism. I want cool looking. Like I'm playing this game right now, Metal Eden. This game, okay, Metal Eden. Let me tell you about this game. It's absolutely incredible. PlayOn gave me a key for it. Actually, they gave me 2 keys. I gave one to gosh dang it, Silverbeard Gaming, and we're both creating content for it. This game is legitimately it looks like Ghost Runner. It plays like freaking Doom. It has like the little arenas like a Doom. It plays like Destiny with the double jump and the float and all of that stuff. So it's like 3 different games in one, man. And it's and Metroid Prime, bro. It's freaking cool. And it's only like 30 buckaroos. I mean, it is a story game. It's a linear story game, but it's cool. Dynamic vibrance. I don't see like dynamic vibrance is okay, but once you go past like 70%, it starts to like really destroy your color. Making sure that 10-bit is enabled was a big thing for me because my colors always looked off on there until I found out that like you have to that I had to enable 10-bit like every time. I was like so annoyed. I was so annoyed with that. Yeah, yeah, dude. All of the PlayStation games usually do come with very good HDR support for sure. Xbox games usually look pretty good too. AAA bangers usually look pretty good. Where? What do you mean? Oh, dynamic vibrance? if you go past 70%, well, me, if I go past 70%, where do you enable? It's in. I don't have my Nvidia build. It's in the control panel. You have to go down to adjust picture or color or something in the color settings. Yeah, resolution. It's in the resolution tab. You have to turn on 10-bit. Well, at least for me, I did. Once I turned on 10-bit, it looked incredible. I was like, all right, but I still do notice a difference in color between Nvidia and AMD. Maybe it's just down to like how much easier it is for me to control in the AMD app, so I prefer it there. Wow, I really hope tonight's video does good. It doesn't look like it is. It's only got like 63 views, man. Oh no! I should have done an Nvidia bad video. I like AMD software, full range 10-bit. Yep, for nice monitors. Actually, it looks good on IPS too. I knew it. I should have just did an Nvidia bad, AMD good video. Now I got low views. Well, no, I'm still covering freaking Star Wars Outlaws, bro. I think it's just incredible. Is that Chronos game any good? Absolutely. I like it. I like it, but it is terrifying and it is a little bit challenging. It's probably it plays a lot like Dead Space and like Resident Evil. It's got a dark, gloomy vibe. It's good. I like it. I like it. It's challenging though, so you'll probably like it. It's definitely harder than Resident Evil, and it's definitely more challenging than Dead Space was. But I don't think it's not overcomable. Like so far, I've been able to overcome it. I've died a few. I've died a lot though. It's pretty tragic. But it's got like this weird like save spot. Like you don't have to like start over like your save spot. Like you just start over it like pretty close to where you were at. So it's not horrible. And like you always come back with all your stuff. Yes. You got to change to Nvidia and then go to 10-bit. And you should. It's not gonna affect your FPS, but it will affect your overall color and display quality. Yeah, I think you'll notice it. I notice it, but I've got a very keen eye for that stuff, man. Like very keen. I can tell when shit's off, bro. Yeah, 32-bit is the highest. 10-bit full RGB full. You should have 8, 10, or 12. Depending on your monitor, you might even be able to enable 12. Like I can enable 12 on my LGs, but it doesn't make a difference because it's not bright enough. To fully get the full max effect out of 12-bit colors, you need a high, very high, like 10,000 nit freaking peak brightness to fully utilize that full color gamut range. Whereas like 10-bit is mostly doable. You get like 96%. So yeah, I don't know. But 10-bit, it definitely brings out the colors a little bit better. For me, I can see like different, like, to me, I can see like more of the shades. So it feels like you're getting like better textures overall. You're really not. You're just getting better color. No, it shouldn't affect the refresh rate. Well, okay, that's not completely true. So on that Scepter monitor that I have, it's marketed as a 210 hertz refresh rate. But if I want to use 10-bit, I have to drop it to 165. So it depends on your monitor. Just enable it and then go check and see what Windows set your frame rate at. Definitely reduces banding a lot, man. Like if you got like a blue sky with 50 different shades, like it gets rid of all those bands. Like you see you get rid of all that banding with a good HDR. It really does, yeah. Like, well, with that Scepter monitor, I have to turn it to 165. Connector type cable, yes. Change to limited. Let me see when I toggle it to full. Yeah, you got to have it on full. 800 net C1, bright enough. I have brighter TV and it hurts my eyes. Yeah, you want to be at like 13 to 1400 nits before 12-bit even makes a difference, even just a little bit. Like my TV in the living room goes up to 1300 nits, but it's like but that one's an older full array local dimming. Cheap monitors like mine suck. Oh yeah, dude. Like the cheaper that's why I'm telling dude, don't cheap out on your monitor. Cheap out on your graphics card. Don't cheap out on your monitor. Get a badass monitor that's good. Get a freaking good OLED monitor, because then you'll be able to use that and actually be able to see the individual colors a lot better. IPS is pretty good too, though. IPS is pretty decent for color reproduction. Yeah, like a 32-inch IPS. Yeah, you're welcome, young man, old soul. Captain Caveman, what's up, buddy? Yeah, you'll notice a massive difference, dude. That's one thing that I hate about Nvidia, bro. Is not a lot of people understand that, dude. Nobody knows that. Like until you like are told that, if you're new to PC, bro, you will legit have a shitty image quality until you stumble upon that information. And it's so annoying if you change your graphics card, you're gonna have to reset it again, bro. Oh yeah, dude. Like think about it. The whole time I had all the way up until the 4080 Super, all the way up until the 4080 Super, I didn't even realize that, bro. All the way up until the 4080 Super, I didn't even realize that. And then finally, it freaking clicked, and I was like, oh damn, AMD just does it for you, automatic, bro. It's automatic on AMD. You pop it in there. It like AMD drivers are so freaking good. It's not even funny, dude. Like people give AMD a lot of shit, and it's like, dude, AMD is like on point, man. Most of their shit is plug and play. It's already set up for you. Everything's good to go. The only thing I need to turn on my AMD is I need to set my colors to about 125 on the OLEDs, the saturation, and then turn on virtual super resolution. That's it. And when you turn on virtual super resolution on AMD, it lets you pick any resolution you want. Like you can pick them, any of them. With DLSR, you have to go through and select each one, or you pick one, and then you can like play 8K. It's annoying, dude. Like it's like pretty primitive, bro. Nvidia is kind of primitive. It's like this is the best thing ever, and it's like, nah, dude, this is some primitive shit, bro. It wasn't even until the Nvidia app that came out that like things started to get a little bit better. It's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you have to put in more legwork with Nvidia to learn shit, man. And most people will never even know a lot of this stuff. I do. Well, 8K on a 4K monitor, it actually looks pretty good, because you're getting that downsampling. I'm a big proponent of downsampling. I think it's incredible, especially when you got a really powerful card like a 5090. You're gonna have to use it. It basically just downsamples for you. Like it'll spin the it'll put out the signal as an 8K and then it will shrink it down to 4K or whatever. It looks good. I personally think 4K to 1440p looks better. That's just my honest opinion. I think that there's so much pixel information already in 4K that 4K to 1440p actually gives you a better overall image quality. If you want my honest opinion. But why I got your guys' attention, this company called Shivera sent this out to me. It's a HDMI splitter. So is what this does is it'll let you put the same image on 2 monitors. And this one here is actually really cool just because of the fact that, like, if say this monitor's 4K, it will let me push a 4K image to my 1440p monitor and then downsample it for me. Or you can use it, there's an A and a B mode, and if you're on like B mode or whatever, then it will just display the same image. It'll lock it to the lowest one or whatever, and then give you the lowest image quality on both. Oh yeah, dude, 10-bit makes a difference, bro. It absolutely makes a difference. Now your HDR is going to look better. Before using HDR with 8-bit, dude, you're not getting a good HDR freaking image quality. That just really sucks that you got to switch that on Nvidia, dude, every single time. It sucks. Yes, you do, man. I might actually have to start making videos about that more often because there's a lot more people out there buying them pre-builds with them freaking 60 series graphics cards. Honestly, I think it's because I think the only reason that like people keep buying these 8 GB freaking pre-built PCs, bro, is because they get all hyped up over PC because of the way we talk about PC. And then they look at the price compared to a console. And like your 8 GB freaking cards are going to get you in. I mean, they're going to sink the hooks or whatever. And you're going to be like, yeah, PC's awesome. But at the same time, man, like people cheap out, bro. People cheap out when they freaking first come into PC. And we all learn that. It's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage. You can lead them to you can lead a water to a horse, but you can't make them drink, bro. Um, 8-bit versus 10-bit. Solar eclipse, you do. It depends on your monitor, absolutely. Like it will depend. Like I've got a really good eye for it. Like I absolutely notice it. I can tell you immediately most of the time. I can tell you immediately if HDR's on or off, just the way the colors look. The colors really pop out to me. I can tell you when stuff looks more vibrant. Yep. Vibrancy looks way good. When you're trying to use like digital vibrance, dude, blacks are already yep, you'll notice it. You've got so many more color now. You have a much wider color band now. Significantly higher color band. Like it's in the billions now. I think it's in the millions with 8-bit. And now you've got like such a wider color gamut. So much better. So much better. In case your panel or screen supports it. Yeah. About to turn the HDR back on. I would try it. Go into also another thing, young man, old soul. Go into Windows, like the little freaking Windows store, and then look up. It's called HDR. Just put in HDR calibration tool, and then calibrate your HDR for the screen, and then it will look even better. A lot of people don't understand that. You got to calibrate it and stuff. and then set your vibrancy, set your color on that a little bit, probably about half. Have you guys went in and like actually like calibrated your PC with the Windows calibration tool? Yeah, you're gonna have to redo it now that you did 10-bit. Yeah, you need to do that. That is kind of important. I personally feel like you get better HDR support with AMD. I think it looks better. At least it always does for me. Nvidia looks a little bit more washed out, whereas AMD absolutely knocks it out of the freaking park. It should automatically create a profile for you once you do it, and then you can just select the profile. But yeah, it does make a difference. It should help with color banding. Some games you might have to adjust it to, but most of them you don't. The good games that really have good HDR support are going to be like your Ubisoft games, they're going to be your Sony games, they're going to be your Xbox games. Most of your third-party AAA bangers are going to have it. But there's a lot of games that'll have HDR, but it just won't look that good. Yeah, auto HDR is trash. RTX HDR does a pretty good job, but you have to set it up for each game individually, and you can get to that through Alt Z. You could just pull that up, and then you can, or go into your Nvidia app and then enable that in the global for your RTX HDR, and you can use it for older games that don't have HDR. It looks good, but it's mostly like light and dark, and it does give you a little bit of color pop, but not a whole bunch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is like a shader thing. It really is. It's better than auto HDR, but it's more of like a shader. Like, it gives you like darker darks and brighter brights. And then it does work a little bit with the colors, but not as much as I would like. But it is still good, especially if you're playing something like Ghost Recon Wildlands. Having that RTX HDR, it gives you a lot more darkness. There's a guide for white levels and settings depending on peak nits. Yeah. I didn't know that, so that's something that I can look up, but I usually just set it by my eye. Close to set and forget. Okay, I'll have to look that up then, because I usually just adjust it per game until it gets to the point where I like it. Because some games I want it to be a little bit darker and crush the blacks. Some games I don't. Thank you, Dominus. I appreciate that. I like HDR, but my taste for HDR. That's why like it's funny, when you like watch people that put out like, this is the best HDR. You're like, okay, that's the best HDR to you, man. Like, none of their stuff has ever worked for me. I'm more of a color person than I am a bright and dark. And when they do it, they set it for like nits and peak brightness and blah blah blah. And I set it for colors. How do the colors look to me? Sometimes you use it. Yeah, it just depends, man. You have to. Well, now that you got 10-bit enabled, now you should be able to get a better overall image too. Yeah, see, I do like the darks. I like the darks and the colors. Some people, that's just the thing, dude. Like HDR is like sound, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. The best HDR is like Dolby Vision. I really like the metadata for Dolby Vision. HDR10 is good. HDR10 Plus is closer to what digital or what Dolby Vision does. Dolby Vision is like the standard. It gives you metadata for each individual freaking frame, and adjust to that, which is pretty good. Like, I like the way digital or Dolby Vision is. But a lot of people don't use it because you have to pay a fee. Whereas HDR10 is open source and it is pretty good, but you still get the data. And then there was like another one too. There's like another HDR, but I don't really ever care for that one. Yeah. I would choose the 144 with 10-bit. I have to have my HDR. Like, that is a major thing for me. Even playing on this monitor, my dual mode at 1080p is, if I have HDR on there, it 100% looks incredible. I have 3 GTX 580. I run them SLI 3-way. I'm a history love you guys. Thanks, Dominus. We appreciate that. I would go with 10-bit, dude. 10-bit's going to give you better overall image quality. It does suck to give up that 20 frames, but I would rather have the HDR. Nice. Yeah, so you've got a pretty good monitor. If you can, like, your monitor doesn't use DSC, it doesn't use display stream compression, so you're getting the full bandwidth of your monitor. You've got a good enough cable to give you that full bandwidth, so that's good. That's good. If you do it too extreme in a dark room without background light, just hurt your eyes. Yeah, see, I'm not really big on the whole super brightness. I don't really care about that. I care more about the color palette. That to me is better. Ooh. Dang, guys, we already got 3 hours. 3 hours. Let's see how many views we got. Dang, dude, nobody else is coming now. Gonna have to do I'm selling my 5090 video tomorrow, guys. Flashbangs on HDR can really, oh yeah, dude, for real. Ooh, dang. I noticed that, like, when I first got that 65-inch Vizio P series with the full array local dimming, I noticed, dude, because that one gets bright, like 1300 nits. That shit was bright, man, and it looked good. But I like OLED better. Especially these monitors, because they only go up to, like, what is it, like 600 nits or like 580 or something. And to me, that looks fine. That's like perfect brightness for me. G-Sync Premium or G-Sync compatible. You can use HDR with variable refresh. I think that's a TV thing, because I know I can't use VRR with my, or G-Sync with my Vizio TV with Dolby Vision. With Dolby Vision, I think it's a Dolby Vision. Is it worth getting a 5080 from a 9070 XT for VR gaming? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. A lot of people say that I'm going to have to test this a little bit more. The only thing I got to test it is my PSVR 2. I will test that this weekend. I'll try to put it on the Nvidia and see how good it is. I guess I could test it. Maybe I can test it on my 5070 Ti. I don't think anybody is using SLI, not with newer cards. Yeah, probably VRAM. I would just get a 5090 MCM. If you can find one at like MSRP and you can afford it, I would just go with 5090. That's what everybody's saying. The 5090 is better for VR. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I like VR for sim racing, but I have not actually been using it lately because it's been so hot. But during this winter and stuff, I will be testing that out some more for sure. Gosh dang. That's the one thing. Yeah, 5090 is a couple thousand. I paid 26 for mine. Yeah, I guess a 5080 Super has the 24 gigs. Then I would say jump on it. I've tested the VR through my PSVR 2 on the 9070 XT, and it runs just fine for me. But I don't know exactly what I don't know what the I really don't know what the issue is. I get really high frame rate, but I only play sim racing games, bro. I don't know what you're playing. Sim racing games on the 9070 XT are fine with me. When I was playing it last year, I had WRC Sports running really good on there. It looked great. So, Automobilista 2 looked great. Freaking Assetto Corsa Competizione looked great. Dude, a $2,600 freaking PC right now is a solid 9070 XT build for just one GPU. Yeah, that's crazy. $4090 would be the safer bet. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the 4090 kind of feels a little bit sluggish compared to the 5000 series cards, man. That's just me, though. Secondary compartments of the PC, I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I know. I know. I mean, he's talking about getting a 5080, so I'm assuming that if he's talking about a 5080, you don't do flight sim or racing. I do mostly. I mean, a 4090 is about the same price. It's $2,000, bro. Just spend the extra money, you get the better experience, I think. Flat VR mods or Skyrim VR. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really play those kind of games because they make me sick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could try some of them. I'll plug it in. I'll plug it into the 5090 this weekend and do a VR video. I'll do a VR video this weekend. I got a bunch of games. I got Skyrim, so does it have VR? Do I have to buy a separate VR version of that? Let me see. Oh, dude, it's a whole nother game. $60 buckaroos? 60 buckaroosians? And it's mixed, bro. It's so mixed. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, sheesh. All right, fellas. Well, I'm getting tired, man. Have you seen the leaks on the 5080 Super? I have. I don't talk about leaks, man. It's pointless for me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All I can do is ridicule the leaks, man. That's it. That's all I can do. Yeah, Skyrim's is separate, bro. It's freaking 60 buckaroos, man. I won't play it enough to invest that money. I haven't even beat Skyrim yet. I just bought Skyrim the other a couple of weeks ago on Steam because I wanted to play some of it. Pretty freaking awesome. Nice, dude. Nice. But I'm allergic to mods because they never work for me right, and I just get annoyed. I play Cyberpunk 2077. It's loading a little bit when I am driving the car. No, I don't think I've ever had that game load on me when I'm driving. I mean, I've been in some games that'll start loading, but not that one. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go, man. This was a nice stream. Again, did pretty good. If you haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button. This stream was pretty freaking sweet. Had a good time. We almost made it to 1,000 views We're at 996, guys. 996, man. If only 4 more people would show up, then it would be great. But these streams usually don't get a whole lot of views after the fact either. So I don't know. But it is freaking great for what was the #1 reason to get a 5090 over 97? Oh, so that you could brag about it, bro. So that you could brag about it. I got the best. I got the best. I get 40 frames in brand new games. I get 40 frames in brand new games. Yeah. I don't know, because I seen somebody bitching about that stuff. I was watching a little bit of Alex Battaglia's freaking Kronos review on PC, and you could see like people in the comment section being like, "Oh, dude, I seen it drop to 40 FPS," and I'm like, "Oh gosh, dude, shut the fuck up." I'm like, "Shut up, man. What do these guys expect, dude? All right, we hit our 1,000 mark, dude. Hell yeah, hell yeah." That shit's so funny, man. I'm like, oh, dude, you're on PC and it like hits 40 frames for like a second, dude. Oh my gosh. Heaven forbid. You know, games have always legit been broken, man, when they come out. We've always just adapted to the game. If we like the game enough, we will absolutely adapt. When Skyrim 4 came out, on freaking PC or on games, didn't it suck? Wasn't it like absolute trash? It was like 20 frames a second, man. Like the game ran very poorly. People adapt. It's like one of the highest selling games on the freaking in the world today, man. It's just crazy to listen to people complain about this shit. The only reason people complain about it, honestly, is because YouTubers are out there influencing people to be mad about everything these days, and it sucks. It really sucks. I hate that, dude. I'm a gamer, bro, and I know that my games are not going to be perfect day one, and I can sit and be mad about it, or I can enjoy my experience. And I choose to enjoy my experience. That's why I am not as hard on games as a lot of other reviewers are. If I beat the game and enjoy it, I'm usually pretty damn happy with that. If it keeps my attention, I play it. Yeah, exactly, dude. 5090, bro. I mean, 40 FPS, it's trash. It's got to be trash. I'm like, dude, just turn on frame generation. Turn on frame generation and enjoy your game, man. Holy crap, it's not the end of the world. You spend all that money on a 5090 and you're afraid to turn on a tool? I'm like, shit, you're already using freaking DLSS if you want path tracing. You know what I mean? Like you're legit already using the features if you want path tracing. So I mean, what the hell, man? Just turn on some damn frame generation and have fun. You should get, yeah, exactly, man. 1 FPS. I should get 2600 FPS for every game. No, dude, the 5090 is the most powerful card, but you still have to adapt. You still have to adapt. That's why I think, honestly, guys, that is probably the biggest argument against getting a 5090 is the fact that, like, it's the top card. And when you play a game and you see that, you know, you get on a game and you see, holy shit, it dropped to 40 frames. You're like, what the hell? This is a $2,600 GPU. It should be able to do beta, but it doesn't. It has limitations. New frame gen on 50 series cards is getting better. Absolutely. I hated frame generation last generation. I love it this generation. That's how much better it is. I legit couldn't stand it last generation, dude. I would turn it off because it was just more annoying. But this generation, it's very good. Dude, the puzzles in Hell or Us, like, they're freaking weird, man. They're weird. I get what you're saying. Like, I would be playing it right now, but it's so hard for me to, like, actually sit down and enjoy and play games during the weekdays when I work. So I have to play on the weekends. And sadly, I really hope that I can jump on Hell is Us on Saturday morning and be in that same mindset that I was in on Monday when I bought it. I really hope so, man, because sometimes if I'm not in a mood, then I'll stop playing. And if I stop playing, then there's a good chance that I won't finish it. Especially with all the new games that are out right now. Like I got Chronos. I don't know, man. Like I hate that because I bought all these new games and now I want to play them. But I don't know, man. The weekends are my gaming time. And now whatever one catches my fancy on Saturday will be the game I play. So yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks. It sucks. Being ADD, bro. It sucks, man. It sucks real bad. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for coming tonight. We hit our freaking 1,000 goal. Thank you guys for all the watching. And hit that like before you leave, guys. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Awesome for coming and hanging out with me. So many other talented creators out there, and you guys chose me. Thank you. And you guys spent like 3.5 hours with me, dude. Holy crap. Do you guys remember when I could barely get through like 2-hour streams, man? I could barely get through those before I started Carnivore. And now I can pump out freaking 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. I mean, I guess I could stay on for 4 hours, but I don't know. I'm kind of tired tonight. I kind of want to just rest, so thank you. I know I'm special. My mama told me I'm special all the time. She said I could do anything. Streamed you while driving home and at the gym. Nice, Jesse. I have somewhat some rest. Yeah, dude, I got one more day. I am sleepy, man. It's freaking Thursday, and I still got Friday from work. It's been a rough week, man. It's been a rough week. Had a lot to do this week. Lot of stuff. So, all right, guys. You guys have fun, man. This was awesome. I might pump out another video tonight after my shower. I don't know. So, all right, guys. We'll see you later.